But by this time, everyone should be getting ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Securing the wigs.
Yeah,
Secure
secure the wig so you can secure the wine, you know.
Yeah.
It's all very much necessary.
So necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Who?
Are you going to be on best behaviour now?
No, never.
Okay, cool. I just want to double check.
No behaviour in that, yeah.
Come on. What's that? We're here to enjoy it, bro.
Absolutely.
The sun's out now, so
Yeah.
this intro music is fitting.
Yeah.
So
Like, it looks like we're gonna have like good weather this bank holiday weekend as well. So, ish. I mean, 22 degrees in this
oh,
London.
wow.
21, 22 degrees.
Okay, you
can
can
get
wear
the
the shorts,
Haviana.
ladies.
Yeah.
Come on.
Good
Yeah.
Friday for real.
Not Haviana.
What you don't know?
It's a stretch.
That's the whites. You know they're gonna get the sandal and
No,
slipper.
not in the event, please.
Oh, in the event now.
Yeah. No, if you're considering wearing Havianas, don't.
Listen, if you pay what you pay, you can come through and enjoy yourself.
I feel like health and safety.
But then women like a little. What was Essie schooling us about a mule
A
and
mule, yeah.
and open to all
Yeah.
that stuff in it. So
Yeah, but not just like your whole 5 toes just out, bareback.
I mean, we're not against bareback over here, you know. No.
Wow. Okay.
Too wild?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really.
Exactly. Man. Yeah. No,
What's wild about it?
safety. You know.
Yeah.
You got to be responsible, innit?
Yeah,
You're not
absolutely,
heathens.
man.
We can't use this magnificent platform
heathens.
for bad things. You know,
Heathens.
people like 50 plus countries across the world. Who's counting? You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Me, I'm counting.
Wow.
Check the stats every day.
Have Congo made it yet?
Congo, yeah, Congo in the list.
Oh, Angola?
Yeah, they're on the list
Oh,
as well.
wow. Welcome.
We're making inroads over there.
Wow.
You
Not
know,
made it on
conquering
some
new
list.
territory.
Was
You
that
know.
necessary?
Go, guys.
Shout out to Lagos still holding me down.
Was that even necessary?
It's
Listen.
always necessary.
Bro, you better chuck the podcast into the family group chat and let them know that, you know, we're out here making moves
Yeah,
and that.
do your
Come
bit.
on.
Even though I'm still scared for like my mum's side of the family to really know what we talk about over here and that. Go on, my aunt's must be like, oh, I see you. You're always in studio and stuff. I say, yeah, I'm just supporting this.
Wow. Wow.
Because if she goes to find
Be
that,
proud of your work, man.
no, I'm definitely proud of my work, but those are some uncomfortable conversations. I think that's also maybe part of like properly growing up. Like, auntie, I'm a big man. I'm not.
You were talking about bareback a second ago.
Yeah, but that's different when you're speaking to your aunt. That, like, yeah, I'm in their eyes, I'm still Kemi's side of it, like little baby and that. So, which is beneficial for some things in that, but yeah.
Little Fols is doing okay.
Okay.
Little
Fine. What's the infamous line? You can't be a baby forever, you know. So, yeah.
Bro, you stopped being a baby a long time ago.
I mean, don't fucking burst my bubble, bro.
Wow.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ,
just cut it
bro.
out.
I'm hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, you're hanging on, man.
Wow.
I mean,
He said it's not baby weight anymore.
pardon?
He said it's not baby weight anymore.
I'm not puppy fat anymore.
Yeah.
It's just fat.
That's what your friend said.
Wow. You're definitely here, like, to divide and conquer. And that.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You gonna intro the pod or?
No, we're just gonna stay here in this
Okay,
uncomfortable
Cool.
space. You know?
I'm not uncomfortable.
Are you very-
This I love it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna put your specs on and get even more comfortable.
Fuck
or?
off.
Okay. You know, it is the man what she said. I've always got one. I've got the get out of jail free card. Yeah. You say anything crazy to me, I'll break her glasses. But hashtag off the cuff pod.
Come on.
A good honest conversation never hurt anyone.
Yes.
We are back for another week of podcasting. If you're listening for the first week, my name is Fols Forever.
Mr. Vans.
And Chrissy's here.
Let's go.
Chrissy
Woo,
Haich.
Chrissy Haich.
Hey guys.
You know, on the mic. Are you crystal clear?
Yeah.
We can hear you well?
I'm actually gonna work on my projection this week.
Wonderful.
Great.
Yeah. Not just when you're digging at Vans and that, like, you know.
I lie.
Yeah, because that's the only time your voice is like can stretch from here to flipping Croydon.
Should I be clearer when I'm getting at you as well? Or?
No, but if use your inside voice, you're talking to me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But Chris is here.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Join us as always. Shout out to last week's guest, Hema K,
Yeah.
aka Gemma K, aka Free as a Bird. You know.
Fun episode.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed
Very.
that. Really enjoyed recording that. So yeah, no, shout out to her and hope we can get her on that sometime in the near future. I enjoyed that. The streets enjoyed that. So
The only time my little brother paid attention. to
swear
the
down.
pod.
Yeah, when I put like the promo video, I had a few interesting messages in the DM and that. I swear down, my wife is there. I said, swear down, you got a wife. Man are just claiming babes that like don't know you exist in that. You know, the game's hilarious, bro.
Bro, my boy called me the other day and he was like, yeah, I want to invite you to my wedding. And I was like, When were you engaged? When I didn't even know you had a girl.
you was proper like playing along with it.
Perplexed,
like,
bro. Like
raw, man, are still doing a secret girlfriend thing. Like, raw, swear down.
Like, man, like, text me earlier in the day to let me know that he's gonna call me at this time, and he called me at that time. I was like, raw, like, what could it be? Like, no one does that. Like,
man say, come and get your material.
Like, yo, I'm gonna, like, not even like, what's going on? It's like, yo, I'm gonna call you at this time. I'm like, okay.
I said, be on standby, be alert.
Yeah, so he called and he was like, yeah, so basically I wanted to invite you to my wedding. I was like, huh?
Congratulations.
Huh?
You're so dumb.
But yeah, I don't know how I got there, but
no, I know you're trying to insinuate that, so
yeah.
Listen, man, they're claiming, listen, the streets appreciate, innit? So
Sometimes you gotta leave the streets. That's what he said.
Oh, no, he said.
Yeah, but
go on.
According to sort of how you frame this, like according to the world, he only just left the streets that day. So
the right one will do it to you. The right one will
on
do
the day
it.
of your wedding is the day you leave the streets.
Yeah.
The right one
What?
will do it.
So the whole engagement wasn't there, no?
I mean, there is a school of thought that until you're married, you're still single. I didn't come up with this, innit? So
yeah, but let your babes.
My what?
Yeah, let your fiance even like hold someone's hand. You will be sick from now until the good Lord himself comes down.
I mean,
what if he was saving her from something and he had to like hold her hand?
That's fine. He will still cry blood.
So it's to cry blood. It's just so funny because one babe, she put the photo's proper wavy, her and her husband. Oh, she's just like looking back.
Yeah, I see that.
And she said, what did she say?
Me as I look back at the streets, as I'm leaving the streets forever.
One last look at the streets, innit? And it's a joke, innit? But I just quickly peeked. I was coming here to looking at the quote tweets here, and I just seen people just cooking, saying, right, if my babes ever said something like this or look back like this on a wedding day and that. And obviously me being a true Bible basher, I was like, yeah, that's my man's wife in the Bible that looked back.
It could have been
me. Lot's wife.
She could have been looking back at me, stopping the ceremony at the altar.
You? Are you insane, bruv? Well, have you ever embarrassed me like that?
Why can't I be that guy?
No, bro. We can't go outside like that. If it gets to that point, yeah, it's done, bro.
No,
I never want to hear that.
No.
I never want to get a phone call. Bro, your boy was moving mad, I said, what happened? I think it's just the usual stuff. Niggas just out enjoying themselves. I said, fam, I was at a wedding. Well, you got married, didn't tell us. No, not even that. He stopped the wedding. I said, what? Stop the wedding. Said, I love you. I can't live without you.
When the one that gets away gets married.
Yeah, you got to firm that, bro. Are you sick? No, we're too smooth. Hey, we can't do that, bro. At that point, trying to win her back.
Nah, because we always like talk about the scenario being on the other side.
Yeah.
If you were getting married and Adoni just tried to interrupt and say that he's in love with your fiance.
You got to have friends that are ready to swing.
We had conversations 3 times, absolutely.
Yeah, I told you this before.
Yeah.
Nobody can come and do higgy haggot on my wedding day because my bridesmaids.
But in the Lord's house,
they'll snuff you.
I mean,
with the blessing of Christ.
Technically, in the Bible, Jesus did scatter stuff in.
Yeah.
So if it's on site, it's on site. Listen, I'm walking in the spirit of Jesus. Like, you gotta get smoky when you gotta get smoky, bro.
Shout out to the Jerusalem jiggers.
Come on, man. It's very much necessary, bro. If Jesus can scatter everything,
right?
Then you too, Tunde, can scatter everything, innit?
Don't mess around.
Yeah.
Do you know how much I paid for his gown?
Did he do it inside the Lord's house, though?
Yes, bro. He scattered these things, bro. But how you asking us? When if anybody here is a Jerusalem jigger, it's gonna be me and Chrissy. How are you asking us, sanctified folk? I looked at his eyes for a second. He clocked it like, I shouldn't be asking.
I'm way out my depth.
It was a journal in him. The journalist in him was like, let me start asking probing questions. No, bro.
Interrogation and that.
Even if we're wrong, we're more likely not gonna be right at it. So yeah, he definitely scattered everything in it. So. But I said to say this, Vans. I don't ever want to hear that story that you tried to scat someone's wedding.
Nah.
Myth, bro.
Like they said that someone tweeted like the one thing about London niggas is that they have mad pride.
Yeah. That's one thing, yeah. To our detriment, bro.
Until
the love of your life is up there. Talk now, forever hold your peace. You think I'm holding it?
It's burning you.
Yeah, it's finding that, bro.
Veins popping out of your head.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, give it 6 years, mum.
What? Like
Hate you say.
Like when they erase your credit.
Yeah. Wait for the CCJ to come off your name. wait for her husband to move to Dubai and that.
Bro.
Yeah,
that's when the pain goes. That's when the pain goes.
Bro, the novelty will wear off on that, and then
in 6 years,
like it was always you I wanted, but you weren't ready in that. So she went for the safe option. You out here being a rock star, being a pod star, and that. She waited for you to settle down.
Phase is a phase, bro.
Yeah,
get me.
Damn it.
In a marriage?
Yeah, you have the honeymoon.
But you said 6 years.
No, that obviously it wears off it.
Okay, I thought you were saying the whole 6 years projection. I thought you were saying the whole 6 years with the honeymoon phase.
No.
Okay, great.
You let the honeymoon phase wear off, and you're at real life kind of settling.
Then they got to start paying off the wedding and that, you know.
Then it gets testing.
Testing?
Yeah.
Testing.
Marriage,
1 2 1 2. Sorry.
What are you on?
Bro, it's us. We're back, man. No guests this week. It's us, man.
Come on.
I'm here to pod. I've got tickets to sell. Yeah.
This is it.
And I say that to say this. If there's any left, get them right now.
Yeah.
Because the likelihood they're probably sold out. So if you want to come and party with us today, because you're getting this podcast on Thursday the 14th of April.
What time?
Midnight.
It's midnight. It's out now. They're listening right now.
Yeah.
Real time.
So making sure everyone's on the job.
Come down and party with us. Doors are open from 7 o'clock. Doors close about 9:30, 10 o'clock. If you want to pay extra and that for me to keep them a bit open, then you clearly know what I'm on this weekend, innit? So it's all about the readies having a good time, innit? So when I come out and enjoy, Chrissy said no Havianas.
No, thank you.
Okay, no Havianas.
Yeah.
What would you like to see the man them wearing?
Grey tracksuits.
Okay.
Whore.
Okay.
And what again?
That's it. Nothing else on the top half on the foot.
Just look like you live somewhere.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just look like someone's son.
I would like to think the people that listen to this podcast, live somewhere.
I don't
feel like someone's son.
Like
someone's son account. IG account.
Okay, not like that.
Chill out, bro.
They need to rest.
I don't actually know who's worse out of the two of us. I'm generally thinking it's this guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you agreed so quickly.
I mean, if anyone's going to agree.
Yeah.
If there was a queue for someone to take a dig at you, she'll be at the front.
What do you mean?
And if she's not at the front, she'll get queue jump.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
crazy.
Don't like queuing. Go off, Kings.
We should go off. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, party, man. Come out and enjoy yourself. H will be there as well.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. How much work are you intending to do, Vans? Are you just there for the vibes?
I mean, if there's work to do, I guess.
Do you know why? I'm asking you. I'm being silly because I had a dream the other night that I was there scanning tickets for hours. Yeah, this guy's at the bar taking hella shots.
Yeah. Do you know where you'll find Vans in the corner with a babe and a henny?
Fair. And then this how the dream ends. And then
I mean,
then
you wouldn't want that.
No, that's good, isn't it? But then as we're about to like finish up on that, he taps me on the shoulder like, "Rob, where's the cash box?" And that he basically had fun and come to collect his peas. I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad at this, innit? Partying that, and then count your money after, innit? It's how it should be. So yeah, man, I want to enjoy. I want to see everybody. So
yeah, man, it's gonna be nice to see everyone come out. Like I'm sure a lot of our listeners are gonna be there.
Yeah, people been buying tickets last minute. I see a last minute rushing. Have you booked the haircut?
Yeah,
trim appointment.
It's booked.
Cool.
Oh, isn't it too late though?
I mean, when we're recording this, tomorrow's cool.
I feel like
you really want to get a cut today, so
they're gonna get what they're gonna get.
Basically, he's saying if you see him with a snapback on, you know the vibes.
Mad.
He said, regardless, you'll be fine.
My trims never disappoint though.
Talk heavy. Chrissy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I support you.
Wow, what a friend.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and get my hair retwisted as well tomorrow, so necessary quick shape up as well.
Best.
Things for the best.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm not doing nothing then. I'm coming. Take me as I am.
Natural nut.
Yeah,
I never needed acceptance, man.
Come on.
From all you outsiders.
Come on.
Wow, what's good?
Wow.
Imagine being someone that's inside there, calling you an outsider.
Right?
Crazy, isn't it?
So now look off this
Got
whole
that from the
podcast.
Rosé verse.
Yeah.
Devil in a new dress.
Big verse.
Yeah.
That my man made him do. Yeah, we was discussing it. He said that's the first time that someone's told him they didn't like a verse and they made him redo a verse, if I'm right.
Yes, first time someone's challenged him.
Yeah.
Basically, context is Kanye West gave the beat to Rick Ross to jump on, Devil in a New Dress, and Rick Ross wrote it there and then, recorded it, sent it back, or played it back to Kanye, and Kanye was like, nah, this ain't it.
You can go harder than this rosé.
Yeah. He maybe said it in a more of a diplomatic way. Like, this is cool, but I think you can go harder.
But I like that though, like, because the verse I would love to hear the verse he had previous.
Yeah.
But the verse we did get was crazy.
It still gets talked about.
Yeah, it's one of his coldest verses.
Like, and the instrumentation behind it as well. Like, just the beat breakdown just before he jumps on.
But it suits him though. That kind of beat does suit him, innit? So
yeah.
That was an alley-oop, innit? That was on the they were on the shop with my man LeBron James' thing, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the clip's from. Yeah, because I was watching some of that content. He was sat there with Gunner and that. They were having a good little chat about stuff. So
do you think that would affect you if someone was to say like, nah, that verse isn't good,
but
go back and re-record?
The equivalent for me would be a podcast, isn't it? So imagine I was recorded for like 2 hours in that, and the H was let me just like step outside. Let me have a quick chat. But I just left my whole soul in this room and that. Yeah, I don't think that was some of your best work.
Yeah.
Can you re-record? That's the equivalent for me. I'm not a rapper in it, so my equivalent.
Or just rewrite, like, because you have to rewrite your verse.
Yeah, rewrite the pod, innit? Bro, I might need to go outside and smoke, go for a little walk and that, eat a biscuit, and I like a biscuit as well, and they just recalibrate it, and they come back in the room and that and re-record. Because I'm just imagining, like, I don't know, like, but I could just imagine H could chime in on this, like, if a rapper is being told by a producer or the artist whose song it is, and is like, I'm not feeling this verse. Some could just be like, nah, this is the verse. I think for a man to be that honest with you, I would hope actually that someone will take it on board. I can't imagine. I think who would be, like, what artist would go, nah, have like firm the verse in it? Yeah,
because artists are also sensitive. Like, I had someone play me a song and asked me to play it on the pod.
Oh my God.
And I said to him that
Fols is gonna hate this.
The song's not bad, but it just needs like a few things done to it and then have it mixed down, innit? Like, and he was like, nah, it's cold just like this.
And it's gonna be even colder when it doesn't get played on.
So I can't play this, bro. It's not finished. The song's not finished. I know what a finished song is, bro.
Yeah, and in that space, so you also got to like it as well. Like, I think music is at our core of hearing it. So I've had people send me stuff and that, but I actually prefer it when you played K Wavy.
Yeah.
Like certain little moments like that. Like I had never heard of my man. I go and search them out. I like finding people's music, innit? So I get it if people want to send you their music and stuff, but it's still on you if you like it, innit? So,
yeah, but it was like, yo, I'm working on this song, like, blah, blah, blah. He knows that it's not finished, but then he wants to play that version. I was like, oh yeah, just get it mixed. He's like, nah.
And you wasn't trying to like soften the blow. You genuinely liked the song. You just didn't think it was finished.
Yeah, like this is someone that I knew personally as well.
That's fair enough. Well, then listen, you said your piece. If the person want to take it on board, so as that person
conversation that we had,
is that last conversation you've had? So safe to say you're not in his Christmas list.
Yeah. How did that end up?
Mate,
that's funny.
He gets like that, man.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Like it's, The rappers are sensitive.
Yeah, of course. Artists, their art, innit? So.
Genuine question: if you had a friend, a close personal friend,
Yeah,
and their music wasn't up to scratch,
yeah,
would you? No. Yeah, would you be inclined to tell them?
absolutely. Nothing fills me with more joy than telling all my music friends to cut it out.
What if they do like? What if they was like an artist that did a genre that you don't really know about?
What do you mean, like when Chrissy played that rhythm that time?
Now fight back, man. If that was me or Vans, you'd be talking spicy, man. No, man. He stripped all your power.
He's not going to draw me
out. The Black Panther will be stripped away.
No. He's just upset because I said that his tracksuit could be percussion.
Ooh, boss. It's getting spicy.
Yeah. So he's speaking from a place of hurt. So.
Is that from pain?
Yeah.
From a place of pain.
It's like,
brings the pain.
Yeah, water off a duck's back.
Ooh. Let's go. Listen, contrary to popular belief, guys, we actually all love each other. There's a lot of love in this room.
Yeah.
This is how we display our love and affection.
Yeah.
He's asking if we don't know the music. Is that what you asked, Vandal?
Yeah, like if you don't, if it's a genre out of like, you know, what you know or listen to,
then generally I just say it's not for me. I don't understand it. I would still hope I'd find like some redeeming qualities out of it, but like I'm trying to think what would I'm not.
So like I don't know,
heavy metal or
like, folk music, like.
But I could appreciate storytelling in there because folk music's got a lot of storytelling in it. So
you have to just say what you think, bro.
Yeah,
or like
that's
some
all it boils down to.
Like there's loads of weird genres out there.
Yeah,
but I also feel like as much as music is subjective,
yeah,
if something doesn't sound good, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
you know, like when you were saying before, like you know what a finished piece of music is, or you know that. Do you know what? Not even finished. When something sounds complete, you're like, yes, everything is where it's supposed to be, even if it's not perfect. Like for example, you could hear, when you hear tracks that artists do, what do you call them? Not reference tracks. Like when they do the first draft or whatever.
It can be a reference track.
Yeah, you can listen to it and it still sounds good, even though you know it's not finished necessarily. It's complete and it sounds, complete how it is, even though you know it could sound better. But there are sometimes you listen to something and you're like, this isn't good. But
you know what? You have a point there. But at the same time, we're holding our understanding of what complete is only to what we know. And something like music is something that has changed so many times. So for example, if we went back 15 years and someone had a song and there was 2 verses and there was space at the end, they'd be like, the song's not finished. Whereas now most songs have 2 verses. So it's hard to say in a creative space what complete is because we're only going to the current standard. Yeah. And someone could be breaking new ground, but we're like, that's not complete. And next thing you know, that's how music is made.
It's true.
Which is probably not what happened with my man. But at the same time, like, it is a possibility. Do you know what I mean?
But do you know what the thing is that, like, obviously, there's a lot of songs that made it big that were recorded from a bedroom. And you can tell. But before, like, once, like, it gets to a point where a label's involved, they've got to polish it a little bit, like not to like obviously like
to make it sound expensive, so to speak.
Master it a bit. Like I mean, because every song that's put out, it has to be mastered. It's got to be at a quality where it's like, you know.
You would hope, because the stuff that we've heard of there is like that wasn't mastered, boy.
No, there's just not mastered well. Like there's certain man like there's certain dons
look at his face. Because I'm thinking of like the grime era, some stuff that was given to us as like the polished product was either not mastered well or not mastered at all, but that actually that rough diamond was part of the reason why the music sounded so good to us, isn't it?
It's mad because sometimes when you clean things up, you lose the magic. Yeah. And the record doesn't even bang because of that one little moment. Because the hardest thing to do, I feel like, when recording is to recreate a moment, because you can't. You can do your best like rendition of what you did that time, but whatever happened that day, you argued with your partner, or you was annoyed, or you was bare happy because some little thing happened. Those little emotions will come across when you're recording. Yeah. So whether they're conscious or subconscious, you will never recreate that moment, and that could have been the integral thing that made that song bow. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So people sometimes run the risk of losing that element. And so I understand the idea of, let's say, making it complete, but I don't always agree with the idea of, all right, we're going to make this now a proper, do you know what I mean? Because sometimes people just get it wrong.
Yeah,
like,
and
just flat out get it wrong. Sometimes
it's down to the eye or the ear of the producer, because like the bass production, like the initial production is like basically like the soil. The mastering is like, you know, you watering it. Do you know what I'm saying? And like to a producer, it could be like, oh yeah, the master is just gonna elevate it just like that little bit more in a way that I want people to hear it. You know, so
it's only I think it's like your music lover and stuff and being in our studios. Yeah. Bro, the average consumer, some of the stuff we're speaking to can't hear that and they won't hear that.
Yeah,
it's true. But you know, I will say as well, actually, they do hear it, but they don't know they're hearing it. So you might hear a record, not you, but let's say that the average consumer, do you know what I mean? They'll hear a song and be like, oh, I really like this. And you can play them the same song, let's say the unmastered version, and they won't like it, but they don't know why they don't like it.
Okay.
That's interesting as well, because like, and how people listen to music and what they catch from songs, is so different. Because like, if I'm listening to a song by Migos, very ad-lib heavy, there's certain ad-libs throughout the song that you're gonna remember, like, and at this particular point. So like, say if I'm in a car with my daughter, for example, and she points out she says an ad-lib that I didn't even clock that it was there, and I was like, "Grah, it's interesting how she listens to the music and how I listen to music." So it's all different, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. How do you listen to music, Chris?
With my ears.
It's gonna be a long night. Why did I come? Why did I do this to myself? This is self-harm. You know what? That was an open goal. Fair play.
That was funny.
I would have taken it as well. Fair play. Hardy heart. Oh, wow.
Love you.
Love you too. So yeah, how do you listen to music?
I have to listen to it a few times.
Okay.
But I also, you know how people will text me on the, I need to be doing nothing. So I can listen to it when I'm like on the tube or in the gym or whatever. But before I can like fully process something, I need to just be still.
Yeah. And
actually listen to what they're saying, because I like really pay attention to the music, so to speak. Maybe even probably not necessarily more than the words, but all right. So I have this weird thing where I can hear like music, and then just remember it, and it will stick in my head like forever and ever. Which is why I can just listen to it once when I'm silent and in the gym, but then in my mind I'm still processing it. And it's kind of in the time when I'm not listening to it, if that makes sense, that does that make sense?
So when you're not actively listening,
that's on a loop in your mind, basically.
Yeah, basically. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. This is what I heard. I like that.
Yeah. Did that ever help you when you was like, it's like coming up when you do like revision and stuff and you want to take in, like just like retain information?
Yeah.
Was that kind of thing helped you when it comes to like studying and stuff?
Yes. Not necessarily studying, because I always used to get in trouble. So we'd be in the car, like going wherever, and I'll just be singing along to the music on the radio.
Yeah. And
you always get that, do you know your book like that? Do you know your timetable like that? Yeah. But it's not that I'm making an active effort. You right? It's not like I'm making an active effort to learn that, but the way sort of my brain processes things, if I hear it, I'm way more likely to remember it.
So you're an audiobook babe, like you're telling us?
Yeah. Oh, I love an audiobook. Just pop my earpods in. Go about my business.
I never understood when my parents said that, man. Like, consuming music is way more fun than learning fucking maths, bro.
Bro, like, tell Dr. Dre to put a slapping beat behind his times table, and I might fucking get an A star. Bro, when you grow up, you lot are taking a mick when you start remembering what they used to do to us.
I actually learnt my times table from
a rhythm.
Yeah, from my parents. They loved an educational video.
Of course, come on.
Christ above. And there was this tape that we had, and every times table was a different type of track.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I remember come on, kids across the nation, time to learn your multiplication. It's so easy, let's all do it. Sing along, there's nothing to it. 1 times 7 is 7, and so on and so forth.
So what did you get for GCSE maths?
What did I get for GCSE maths? I got a B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess the videos worked, you know.
Yeah. A plus in English. Just gonna
Yeah.
put that there.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's it's intriguing to see like how people's mind works and stuff. Because for me to see how she says she like can take lyrics like that, I have to listen and listen. There'll be certain things that will pop out in that. Bitches,
Mama,
I'm awake.
Rolex, champagne, cash, yeah, cool. But
all the finer things.
Come on, you know what I mean. But they're all like intricacies, and I have to really listen. And when I catch them, I'm like, okay, like I've listened to songs that like I grew up listening to, and then I've caught the bar. I'm like, I didn't catch that then.
Yeah, I was a lyric don back in the day.
Yeah,
verses upon verses. We just knew him. It was just one of those things. Like if you like on the playground, you'll just be like rapping, you know, your favorite rappers' bars and that.
Because it comes on MTV Base, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, did you hear that like new track, bro, by that guy?"
It was sort of like a thing, like and when we used to listen to grime, like in the early stages where radio sets were prevalent, like we used to just learn an MC16, innit?
Yeah, I had to, boy. Yeah, it's a good time, man. I think we worked better then. You know, like I remember pre. Sat nav, like TomTom days, like being in the car, like having to help my parents navigate and stuff. Now you just put on Waze, like everything is kind of like taken away from us. Obviously, technology is good, we need it and that, but there was a time I think, like, I don't know, I can speak for me, I think I was probably a little bit more sharper with certain things. Now there's almost like a ease and a comfort. It's like, yeah, cool, I have assistance to get around. And
did you guys have sets of encyclopedias?
What was that infamous one that all the
in Carter?
I think it was in Carter. Yeah.
Like not a trilogy.
Brown.
Yeah.
Like a.
They even had in Carter on
CD-ROM.
Yeah, CD-ROM.
What an era. CD-ROM, you know.
CD-ROM, you know.
I'm to find a CD now. I don't know where they.
CD-ROM was like a step up from the floppy disk.
Yeah. Did you guys ever have a mini disc?
Yeah.
The
that was dead.
Ones. Oh. Drag me down.
Yeah, mini disc never caught on. After like, because after the CD Walkman, they went mini disc, innit?
Yeah.
And then shortly after the mini disc, the MP3s came out.
Game over.
So that
killed it.
Yeah.
It's just like how no one really bought a Blu-ray player after this DVD player. Like that was it. Streaming, like because Blu-ray came like, and then shortly after, like Netflix was just. It just became what it is.
Oh my gosh! Do you remember when Netflix originally they would send the CDs to your house?
Yeah.
None of the streaming. The kids these days, honestly.
Wait, what?
Nah, but like that was like not everyone did that. After Blockbuster and Apollo went,
hey,
it was a DVD. Like you just had
how old are you niggas? It was a very brief time because remember, like Blockbuster could have bought Netflix, innit? Do you remember, like
Netflix used to send CDs to man's yard?
Yeah, that's when they first started.
It was like they, I remember the leaflets used to come through the yard, and then you can order that way, innit? And you can get a couple, was it DVDs?
Yeah.
It was a rental system, like a Blockbuster essentially, innit?
Swear down.
Yeah, they didn't just start off with like
just bow streaming. Yeah.
I don't think I'm the same age as you, you know.
Can you relax, please?
No, you was outside, and that's why, man. You was outside.
We didn't use that. We didn't order from Netflix ever.
I did.
Yeah, and man was killing me as well,
bro. After a certain point, man started getting DVDs from the barbers, bro.
Yeah, man. What's killing me is I'm agreeing with her, but it's only because I was around a certain babes at the time, but that was all just stuff.
Okay.
So even me, I didn't order from Netflix either. Technically, I was just around, did it? So
wait, so does that mean that the people that was ordering from then have the same like account or whatever it is, or was it like a? Because I need to know now. More.
Or if they have it's still got the OG account.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, that's a good question.
Yeah, but there was a point where like I'll go in HMV and they're doing a mad sale and get like £3 DVDs.
Yeah.
Like
I kind of remember that. It's
like a
just
juice or
definitely
like
me.
above the rim.
But you are right though. Once it come to the barbershop thing, it got crazy, bro.
Yeah, it got mad.
But the problem with the barbershop thing is, you might not see that lady again for a few weeks and that. So it's a gamble, innit? Like that's why you buy a few. You take these DVDs home, and one of them, Donnie might walk across the screen 15 times and that. So
Nope.
you're screwed, bro.
Bro, I borrowed my boy my Above the Rim DVD.
He still has it, innit?
I went to and then I went to Congo in it for 5 weeks. I came back. Donnie got sent away.
So you just took your DVD.
Has he come home?
Yeah, he has. But like,
cool.
DVD's gone, bro.
But you went on holiday, so did he, innit? Like,
Yeah,
went on holiday.
Yeah. Extended vacation and that. Come on, let him hold that, man. Come on, bro. You're them selfish
Yeah,
man.
like, let it go.
Man went to the workhouse, yeah, and you're worried about your fucking DVD.
I was like, rah, like. But you know, one of them ones like where like man only got like 2 watches from it, like.
Oh, you only got 2 watches?
Yeah, bro. Like I bought it from HMV, bro.
Yeah, it's a proper. You know, it is when you buy it,
the proper thing.
When you buy it, like when I bought like a proper Lidge 300 copy, like, and I was like, you take your stuff with you now. And then I brought it to my babes, but I've never got this DVD back, bro. Like ever.
Bro, yeah, bro. I've got DVDs that I, I borrowed.
Just have it.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't really go.
Circle of life.
Man's just been waiting to talk about this story.
I know, that was really heavy.
Bro, you didn't even say free my man. Nothing. Man said, "Where's my DVD?" Man said, "I'm coming on a visit." when you come to visit hall, tell the guard to have my DVD ready.
He's free. There's no point saying free, my man. He's free.
Oh, bro. That's hilarious, you know. I said, "Where's my DVD?" You went Congo for 5 weeks. At that age, that's like you gone forever, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it was so long.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Our parents have good intentions, but I don't think they understand. Like,
my oldest sister had enough. She went off for 3 weeks.
Bro, this is summer holidays. Like, my friends are in the ends having water fights. Like, I want to be home. I love it, but 5 weeks is a long time, bro. Like, 2 is cool. So I basically had my whole 6 week holiday.
It was our first time, so it was like, Mumsy wanted to.
No, I hear it still. How many of you went at once? At that point, it would have been you.
Everyone.
Oh, you went with your whole family.
Yeah, Josh wasn't. Josh.
No, that's what I was asking. Was he born?
Yeah, he was. He was
okay,
like
cool.
11 months.
No, I hear Mumsy because she's thinking, I'm taking all these kids. We need to max out, bro. That one, I know that was.
Yeah, he was a baby. He was like 11 months.
That would have been peas. That would have been peas. Yeah. In fact, you lot should still be there now.
Yeah. It's stress traveling still.
Yeah.
My brothers and I went we went to stay with my auntie in Canada over the 6 weeks holiday.
Okay.
And in hindsight, like, it wasn't cheap for my parents to send us there.
Yeah.
But I remember being so angry, like,
For the whole 6 weeks.
I think we were there for like 5 weeks.
Okay.
It was so maybe like a couple of days either side of the holiday. But we were there for so long. I was like, why are we here? I could just be playing outside, watching Cartoon Network.
Going on trips.
Do you know what?
MSN.
Though?
MSN,
there was elements of that I missed. Like, obviously, like, because I'm going to a completely different environment. Like, I'm living in the ends, like my grandma's yard. Do you know what I mean? Like, we weren't staying in a hotel or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, I kind of enjoyed, like, just getting used to shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at times, it got a bit boring. You want to see what your brethrens are doing and whatnot, blah, blah, blah.
Did you have a mobile phone at that point as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I made sure that I did things like most days.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I even went to see a football match out there, like, things like that. So it wasn't so bad. My older sister had enough. She cut out after 3 weeks.
But she was of age when she can kind of just move freely. She wants to move freely, innit?
She usually missed her boyfriend.
Jesus Christ.
We didn't go with our parents, so it was just.
You're meant to be taking in a cultural experience.
I miss him. What is that voice, please?
That's a default woman voice, isn't it?
I hate women.
So you didn't go with your parents when you went to Canada?
Yeah, so a part of it was missing our parents as well.
Okay.
Like, you lot are just back home chilling for the whole 5 weeks.
Nah, I hear it. Fuck these kids, man. They got rid of you. Like, they go on holiday and
like,
without us.
Come stay with your auntie and your cousin.
Yeah, get to know the family and that. Yeah.
Nah, it's long.
The thing as well, like when you say, like, so you watch football match, you did stuff. I was at the mercy, like my mum's schedule, innit? Like we just kind of, when you go at that age, I think like 10, 11. So it's like there ain't no like freedom or running around like.
Nah, I was 20.
That's what I'm saying, innit? So yeah, like bro, you could do what you want, innit? So yeah, when I went, it was good. I had a really good time. But I think we did just over 2 weeks, which at that point was enough, innit? But why mine was so jam packed? Because 2 weeks feels, in essence, 2 weeks is enough. But when you're going back for the first time and you got both, you got to kind of fulfill like, because my dad wasn't with us, it's go and check. Out respect, check his side of the family. He's got to spend time there. So, but also my mum's got to see her people, and still try and find time just to kind of relax a little bit as well, innit? So you go and spend a night here, and like we travel up and down.
Yeah, you travel so much when you go back home.
The only good thing was that when we
went everywhere.
Yeah, when we landed, so I think when we stayed, when we landed in Nigeria, so we landed in Lagos. My aunt, God rest her soul, her husband was an ex-army officer in it, so certain perks were like armored vehicle, small little things like get you through traffic, or just like certain toll gates. So as much as it was a bit of a headache at times, there were small things when I think I can remember now that actually made things super quick. Yeah, which maybe I didn't realize at the time. So seeing rifles, like, but we're seeing waps older than your dad just poking out of the window of the vehicle and that, and you're like, rah, like. Has man gone to a war-torn country and that? Like, man. Where is UNICEF?
Oh my God.
Where is the aid?
Niggas get in trouble back home. They start calling for the British Embassy.
Yeah. Where's the white man? Where is he?
Imagine, I don't know if I told you this before, but one time we had to come through a different airport in Nigeria, and my mum had duty-free alcohol. Oh, okay. And they tried to take it from her, even though it was like still sealed in the bag. So my mum was just like, excuse me, don't do that. Yeah. And she was like, it's sealed, like it's international law. And the man was like, Madam, within concern international law. Yeah, when you start trying to
big boy them, they don't have it. When you try to big boy them, that's like, my mum's a very quite humble, but I've seen her turn up, and the only time it's in that setting. Yeah. My mum really turned up, like she didn't play no games. She patterned all of us like, okay, we're landing with our Nigerian passports. So I know things are a little bit different now, but we landed, produced that. Don't always ask me certain questions like, don't speak to my son, you speak to me. Don't address him, you address me. He's like, big man. I was looking like, brother, there's only one big man here, it's my mum. Everybody better bend the knee and behave themselves, because I ain't getting slapped for nobody, innit? So she said, don't talk. I ain't talking, bro.
Not one him.
You as well over there, blink twice. Everyone behave themselves, innit? Get out of the airport now, obviously waiting for my family. Then the people that they work there, but obviously they're hustling it, so they come and try and help with their luggage, innit? And mom's telling, like, I'm not gonna give you no peas, like, we don't need your assistance, innit? Get to the car now, and I think she had a bit of English pounds on her, so she's giving my man £5, innit? And it's like, just £5. And then my mum obviously just like in Yoruba, like she said to him the conversion in naira and that, and for work that I didn't give you the gig, basically, like you didn't apply for this job, innit? And then just kind of like discussing whatever and that. My aunt just comes out of nowhere and just badded him up that. Like the bad, I was like, why is everyone just badding everyone up? Like, where's the love in this country, bruv?
Nigeria's a lawless land.
Yeah, everyone's just badding. The man just badding him up and that, and my man went on his way and that, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna survive out here. Don't say nothing. Wherever my mum goes, I'm going. So but it's a good experience, man. So I definitely enjoy. I don't know how we got here, but just talking back home and stuff.
It's a good place to be.
Yeah, man. I miss it, man. When's the last one? Is that the last time you've been?
Yeah, 2009.
Oh yeah, we need to. Yeah, we're giving this white man a lot of money to their country. Let's go and see our peoples, man.
Yeah, man. I was wanted to go back in 2020.
Obviously, COVID, innit?
COVID messed it up, man. I wanted to see my grandma, God rest her soul.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, never got the chance to before she passed.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace. But
I'll be back.
We're here to pod. What did I want to go to? Not to be morbid, yeah, but I don't know if you guys have noticed. I felt like there's been a trend of like revoking R.I.Ps. So I don't know if it was last week or the week before. So Doc Cotton passed away.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And and then it went from like R.I.P. Dot to like she was a Tory in the space of like an hour and a half. I was like, what's going on here?
Hold on.
You gonna go and look back and see?
No, because I feel like I saw something somewhere about her killing bunnies.
I did see that. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay,
article,
so I'm not
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, I saw the article. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So it just felt like, bro, what did this lady do in her life that within a space of an hour you've got? So
everyone's just tearing her pant.
Yeah, I was just like, rah. But I'm also someone that's very much like for like the smoke, innit?
Drag them.
Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of see how you lot feel, because there's a few other examples as well that we can go to. Do you feel like if someone, maybe your political views weren't aligned with them whilst they're alive, when they pass away now, should just kind of just be like, keep it cute and just say R.I.P. and not have anything bad to say about them? Or can you keep the same energy when they pass?
So what, someone that like I didn't agree with their views?
You agree with their views, their behaviour. Obviously, like someone, in the grand scheme of things, someone being a Tory in comparison to some of the other examples I might give might be like worlds apart. But for some people, that's a great thing. Like, me and your political views didn't align, and then you pass. I'm not just gonna be like, I've seen it happen. And the reason I'm asking, I've seen it happen. So when Nipsey passed, for a lot of the man, it was like, alright, Nipsey passed. But I remember there was that, he had one post where he was with like Big U, they were with kids and stuff, and you know that the cliche thing about like the feminization of men and stuff. This ain't that weirdo stuff, innit? Some people took it as a shot to like the LGBTQ community, innit? Kobe passes an icon. I think we spoke about it on the podcast. Some people might not say R.I.P. the way we say R.I.P. when he had that rape allegation. Yeah. Which in the end, whatever happened with that, and he was cleared. But some people, they still felt like inconsistencies. Someone that's high powered was able to kind of clear the name and that. So that's kind of thing I'm talking about. Like when someone iconic or someone revered passes, the kind of Summer Jam scream comes up with like, maybe it's not R.I.P. like that. How do you feel about people pulling back their R.I.Ps and going, yeah, maybe not? If I've not been too long-winded and I'm making sense.
The dead can't defend themselves.
Okay.
So I feel like it's okay to just not say anything sometimes. It's one thing for you to just say, do you know what? Like, people are allowed to change their minds about things. That's fine. You can say, if you have to say anything at all, you can just say, do you know what? That was quite shit. I don't agree with it. That's fine. That can just be that. But that whole, like, I revoke my rest in peace. I hope you rest in tatters. And like, there's no need for it. They're dead. It's still unfortunate that they're dead. Yeah.
Thoughts, friends?
I agree.
What if this was someone that was a raging racist?
But yeah, like it
because I would say rest in peace.
Yeah, like it depends, innit? Like
the degree of what they did.
Yeah, the degree, innit? Like if there were a known, like, you know, what's the guy with the Netflix documentary that's going around?
Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say rest in peace to Jimmy Savile. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because
it's a very heinous thing, isn't it?
Yes, and there's records of there's hundreds of cases to this done. Like, even if it was just one, like, and he's convicted of, like, you know, I'm not gonna say rest in peace Oscar Pistorius.
Is he dead?
Don't know.
He's in jail.
Oh,
yeah, he's in jail. I hear what you're saying. I think with the Jimmy examples, like, I think the ones I gave, some people that were like revered, like they were proper loved. I don't think mine was even. It was already still kind of techie for him when he was around, innit? So, like, the Kobe example, the Nipsey example, people love Doc Cotton, the character and stuff. So I think it's that type of thing, and then that coming out.
For a lot of people, I don't even think it comes from a place of being genuinely pressed to the point where you have to share your opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like in this day and age, people just want to be seen to be saying something.
Okay.
They want to share their, like, I'm
so
part
a lot
of
of
this.
that in a quote tweets. I was like, like, you lot are going overboard with this. Like,
do you think they were doing too much?
Yeah, some were. But you know, it is what it is, man. Some people could have their beliefs, and you know, like, that's them, innit?
Do you think it's one thing having that thought and then one thing sharing it? Is that what it is? Okay.
I'm a big advocate of just keeping stuff in the group chat. If you feel like you really need to say something, tell your closest friends, tell your nearest and dearest. Hopefully they will advise you that that's a very bad idea. And then you just won't do it.
But then are we that far apart, like in terms of like the scale? Because you thought it, I thought it as well. It's just that I said it. Because what makes you so much maybe holier than thou, just in inverted commas, because you only said it privately in a group chat, or we both had the same thought process.
Yeah.
You know,
that's fair.
I feel like there's that kind of like, I don't know how I'm phrasing that, like almost like
people
policing of behaviour or morality, or like, I'm gonna be very clear. There's certain things I'm not above.
Yeah,
I like to play in the pig pen sometimes. I will be in the spaces sometimes in there, you know, chilling and observing. I'm not gonna act like I'm above certain behaviours, isn't it?
Do you know what? I think that people can speak their mind if they genuinely feel that way.
Okay, so you're critiquing like, how genuine the thought process is.
Some people are just dogpiling, just jumping on like the whole, oh, let's make a joke out of it. Yeah. Like, who can have the best quote tweet?
Okay, I get
like,
that. Yeah.
You know, for retweets, for engagement. That's what everyone wants, bro. Like, there's bare people that try to have that tweet that bangs. Yeah. It's like I don't know, it's like a drug to some people.
Bro.
Even with the what's her name? Sorry, June Brown passing. Whoever found out this information about whatever it is she may or may not have done to animals,
like Tory party donor and stuff.
Why do you care so much? Like, why do you feel the need to, just like Van said, be that person that breaks this piece of news, or like, it was me, it's my tweet. You can have your opinions, that's absolutely fine, but I feel like a lot of people share them out of just wanting to say something.
Sure.
You know what? Yeah. I think the weight of words is just vanished. I think you're touching on it, that exactly, people just say things for the sake of saying it, but I think it's culture now to just think that your opinion matters, or to think that sharing your opinion needs to be done.
That's how I start the podcast.
Like, no, but like on a proper deep level.
I feel like you're talking to me. No, but, and I like to tell you, I've got listeners in over 50 countries.
No, on a real that aside, but you've started. Okay, for example, you started a podcast,
yeah,
and you have come to this conclusion that you want to do this for your reasons, the views you want to express, and it's well thought out. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'd like to say that you lot have done it. You lot came to this conclusion prior a trend that was on. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So there was.
Keep gassing me out. I love this.
I think there's a level of intention behind it that, not to take away from anybody's anything, but it was very. There's a lot more purpose in the sense of this was very an individual thought, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? You would have been inspired by whatever you were inspired by, but nonetheless, it was something that a conclusion that you came to, not because it was the hot thing to do. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
And with how, because I've been listening to what you lot are saying, and I'm thinking to myself, where are people saying this? And it sounds like
it's online. It's online.
It's all online. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that people's online voices are seen as what people are really saying, when in reality it's just what people are typing, which at the same time might be something they would never even say.
True. Yeah.
How much weight does it really carry? Because we're saying if someone takes it back, to them that's no more than a delete. And if you're just typing it online, did that rest in peace even mean anything to you in the first place? Do you understand?
And in the grand scheme of things, I'm sure there's people listening to this who were aware of her passing and probably don't even have a clue what we're talking about, are totally oblivious to any negative commentary around her passing. So that's what's like, it might just be a social media thing. And much as that,
absolutely, man.
We like to have this conversation. I'm always trying to be conscious, like lifting conversations from like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. But as much as like the internet isn't a real place, these are real people online, isn't it? No, so it is a reflection of like maybe we're going to society and like good and bad.
I think it's more a reflection of that. And it's like, it's gonna sound very strange, but I'm looking at the words "rest in peace" and I think they're synonymous with how people use "I love you." Do you understand? Because if in the context of what you're saying, of people are just now taking it back because of something else that has taken place, it's the same way people will rinse an "I love you" until the relationship doesn't work, because that wasn't love in the first place. Do you know what I mean? It's not necessarily that people are using these somewhat powerful words or phrases like on a whim. Do you know what I mean? To say someone to rest in peace and say, "Oh, how can you take that back?" Then how can you actually like genuinely
it depends,
take that back?
It depends how severe the case is, because like I think
but the severe it's death, bro.
No, like, but hear me out though. So like I think the example you gave, I think is still quite tame for some people, we can move on to the OnlyFans model that was dating a black guy. I don't know if you saw that. Just for context, let me IG model Courtney Taylor stabs her boyfriend Christian Obumseli in broad daylight and still finds time to post content on her OnlyFans after the killing. Here's a complicated law that has her sort of free and might help her get away with murder. So when I saw it, obviously Christian, but you can tell by the name, is probably black and he is. And Courtney Taylor is a white lady. So even before anything happened, I just looked at it and I was like, let this marinate for a few hours. And as lo and behold, a few hours later, some of his old tweets got brought up, innit?
Wait, can I stop you right there?
Yeah.
Do you know how fucked this world is, bro?
Yeah, that someone will go and search old tweets.
Bro, you're dead.
Yeah.
Why? Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you're going to say something that's mad in a second. When you
no, I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure it's going to unfold in some sort of way. Yeah. But I'm like,
you think you know me? You think you know
died. A man's died. A man's like, and then his tweets. I'm like, bro, how is the new subject to Brett's tweets? Why are we talking about Donny's tweets?
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm sure you're going to say something that he's done something.
No, he had negative tweets to black women, innit? So it was kind of like, this
bro,
is
how is that your legacy after you die?
So, listen, digital footprint in it. Like
that's what you got to be careful what you say online. Then if it's not a true reflection of who you are, or
that's society. Like if you've got somewhat of a presence online, yeah, and like, or even if only you had a couple hundred followers, yeah,
you just have an account, bro,
and yeah, or you just have an account tweeting to yourself at a particular time. There's someone out there that saw it and remembered. Yeah. So like, whenever there's a moment to drag you, some people will have other shit on there.
People are go hangers, you know. People are real Inzaghi of internet, bro. They'll just hang around and wait, bro.
And you see that kind of just, for me, it just emphasizes that idea that people are just saying things for the sake of saying things because they don't care about the death. They care about the subject matter around the death. Do you know what I mean?
My thing is like, so in that example, I remember, who was I communicating? Might be Sati I was communicating with on Twitter. So I like consistency. I wasn't angry at any of the black women that were like, that's a you lot's problem to figure out, or they weren't, they maybe was like shrug shoulders to the passing, because if whilst you was alive, what you said or how you moved was directly in threat to myself and my safety and how I move in the world, it can be F you in death, innit? I'm not mad at that, but my issue is what you said initially was, why would someone go and pull the tweets out? Because in that process anyway, the only people that still getting hurt are black women again. That's my issue. Like, whose idea was to go and search the tweets? Whether they knew, like he said, remembered an old tweet, or just thought, black man, white woman, let me just see.
Yeah. Now, because God forbid, yeah, touch wood or whatever you want to do, whatever you believe in, yeah? Any of us in this room, yeah, for whatever reason, yeah, pass away. Yeah. Do you believe that your tweets are going to reflect all the years that you've been on this planet and your intentions and your worth?
Absolutely no.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that that's the world we're in, and that's what's swaying people's understanding of what someone's life is worth, whether they should rest in peace or they can go rot in hell. I mean, I'm not trying to forgive anyone's wrongdoings, innit?
Yeah.
What I am saying is that it's so fickle to think that.
Do you know what it is as well?
Give me a sec.
Sorry,
to think that an online application now dictates the worth and value of someone's life. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
But your behaviour online is...
It's your behaviour online, bro.
But maybe it's not you. So I say we as a broad term, innit? I'm talking about conversations we had in this room. I can definitely remember terms like forgiveness and sorry can be overrated, and that you can't necessarily tell people how to feel. So it's just like, where do we draw the line with these things, innit? Because like, that's why I think I kind of started off softly. The June Brown example, I think it's quite tame. It's like, she's a Tory party, don't, all right, cool, whatever, like that. But this one, I'm not mad at some of the black women if they have a mad response to that.
And you got to think about
it, because we don't know what. Because like I said, I remember that we have it every few months where someone's old tweets get brought up in it. So online, there was this like persona a lot of people had where it was kicked down on black women, innit? So if your behaviour contributed to that, I don't know how that affected those black women. So if they want to then turn around and put the middle finger up, I like smoke. I'm not mad at that, bro.
Do you know,
it sounds brazy, but I'm not.
And you got to think about the way the news was presented as well. Yeah. It was like, oh, black guy with a white girl, and she kills him.
Yeah.
So immediately it's like everyone's on kind of like that defense mode already.
That's what you get for dating outside your race. Like,
do you know what I'm saying?
Like,
crazy
thoughts.
But do you know what it is? No, go on.
But it's not even like, not even on the angle like, oh, that's what you get for dating outside your race. It's like, like, you know, a white girl just killed one of our own kind of thing. It was like, like that's kind of like there are people with that thought process. Do you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, it's like, we can tell what kind of Donny he is just by looking at him in the picture. Like some of the Instagram, let's not act like, you know, where we see a type of brother, an
interracial couple, just
and you can identify or you can kind of guess the kind of Donny he is. We all do it by appearance, isn't it? Like we
stereotype people.
Yeah, we stereotype.
And a lot of the time, the stereotypes are correct.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it started to become that, and then
but more so stereotypes come from somewhere.
Yes,
but then you know, we're getting all of these images from his online account, his Insta and that, and then obviously we move on to Twitter now, and then there's gonna be people that I'm telling you that will remember. Like there's certain people on the timeline where like you may not follow them, but sometimes their tweets just end up on your timeline that you can't stand.
Yeah, mute.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And maybe it's a wider conversation of like how you move online. Like to what Haich is saying, I'll totally understand. I'm with you. These are old tweets, isn't it? And now 6, 8, 10 tweets, should those be the totality of how we look at you when you pass away? Absolutely not. But how you move online, so it's a learning experience for other people going forward, isn't it? Maybe be careful how you behave online. Like funny but not funny. I remember when I first got Facebook and that, we take dumb photos, and I remember when there was like that space. Remember that Billy Rammer got burst in like in Southwest, and there was like all these little murders happening and that. I remember it's like I was looking at my Facebook, like, why have I got like a photo with like both my middle fingers up? I said, God forbid something happens, and this is the photo they use. I took it down.
Sun.
It's a stupid like thought process to have, but for whatever reason, I was just like, let me take this photo down, because I would like. Because I know the photo my mum's gonna find, like it's gonna be the one in the 3-piece suit and that, me on my like at church and that with the pastor.
Holy communion.
But the Daily Mirror, they've got the one where I've got my middle fingers up, and I'm just being stupid.
There was a trend online like where people were posting pictures of themselves like and saying, if I ever go missing, this is the picture to use.
Yeah, this is the one to use, man. This is the one I approve. Don't go for my media and go and pick stuff willy nilly. I haven't even got a shape up in that one.
I'm not doing headshots like just in case they go missing,
bro. That's the sick digital world we live in. You've got to take precautions before you got to put in your will. Listen, when I pass, you can keep my tech fits.
Like when you get a work pass, like use this JPEG. They're like, let's use our little webcam. Let me send you a picture to print on the card, innit?
Oh wow,
it's what we've done. I think with this convo, I think it's the fractured relationship between black men and black women. So a lot of times I feel like they like it's like you go and do. Like, I felt like this is the mood. This is me speaking for me. That is going back your beef, innit? Don't be concerned that some of us are saying that we maybe shrug our shoulders or aren't that bothered with this passing. The issue shouldn't be that our black women aren't to the front lines. A black brother's passed. Go and ride out, innit?
Do you know what it is? That's my sentiment isn't even that. I understand what you're saying, but my sentiment is I think people need to really decide what they care about. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because people care about one thing for 1 second and then they change, like they flip-flop so much and they'll be so passionate behind.
There's a next story the next day.
Like, and
as we're talking, something's happening now that's going to be the talking point for next week.
Definitely. And it is very confusing because it's like not nobody, but it sounds like people don't have a real stance. Do you know what I mean? It's like, are you angry that this prayer is dead? Are you angry about the disconnect between black women or not? Are you angry at the white people? Are you angry at how Twitter are you angry about revoking R.I.Ps? What are people?
It's created a very angry society.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, and which one do you genuinely stand behind? Or is one just a talking point?
Some people can walk and chew gum at the same time. Some people can have that thought process and still like want to fight against like racism and stuff, but it's like, don't be shocked if I'm not going to run into the fire for you if I can pull a history of behaviour that I deem as a threat and dangerous to me.
I don't think you need to run into the fire, bro. I think it's just about like,
because in that situation, it is running to the fire because it is, bro. They're the first to ride out in a lot of
but I hear what you're saying, but what you're saying kind of steers away from what I'm saying. I'm just saying, be on what you're on. Like, there's like that conversation that you've brought has multiple different layers to it.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Now, on Monday, you could be thinking about one aspect, and on Tuesday, you're on another one. But these are all very serious kind of stances.
But your
and it's like,
experiences
which one do
shape
you
you, don't
actually...
they? They shape you. So if like, it is gonna, brother, it'll be draining. It must be draining to be, whether it's true or not, to have that feeling of, I ride out for my people and I ride out for this section of my people. But out of anybody's society, you should understand me. But at times you are as much as a threat towards me as the big, bad, oppressive white man. I'm just talking about the feeling I get online, and like I try and have, because I don't want to keep talking about the same things forever. I want to get to a place solution, and within that, you're gonna have to have these inverted commas, uncomfortable conversations. I'm gonna maybe be spoken to in a way like you may not like, or that doesn't apply to you personally, but as a man or as a black man, I don't think you can ignore these things. I mean, it's different for us. Like, I would love maybe to play you and just not be online as much sometimes, innit? But I just can't, like, I don't see these things, innit? But because I do.
You know, it's because you're speaking to the community and how they view things. I'm just speaking to people in general, because this is an example, but I'm like, there's going to be an instance. It doesn't matter if someone's black, white, or whatever, because I'm not even looking at this individual instance. I'm looking at how people aren't holding on to whatever it is that they believe in, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't understand how you can, it's like, for example, you can be going through it with your wife,
yeah,
and whatever you're going through with your wife is a madness, innit? And it's like, I'm not gonna rock with her because she's my wife did this now. I don't rock with her. Is she still not your wife because this happened? Or is she still not your wife because you're angry today? Is she not your wife? Or do we stick with you through each other and ride up through whatever that is? If you're not gonna do that, and then it's not your wife, and that's just
no, it's your wife. I'm just not fucking with her right now.
You see what I'm saying? So
it's still your wife though, but I'm just not fucking with you right now. Like,
but ultimately, that marriage is in my analogy, this marriage is the most important thing. So in the end of the day, we know whatever happens with you lot, that marriage is that marriage. Do you understand?
But I can't supersede like how I feel. I'm a human.
No,
like,
no.
I love what you're saying.
Let me land. So what I'm saying is, in regards to people being angry about 100 different million things, I'm like, find out what you're married to and remain married to that. Do you see what I'm saying? Because then you're going to be passionate fighting different battles, and you're probably fighting yourself more than you're fighting anybody else in that. Do you see what I'm saying?
It's different. Yeah, I hear that, but some is just plain and simple social commentary. Like, it's just how we absorb things and how we let out our thoughts. Like, there's a reason why you can just, there's no limit to your tweets. You could just tweet forever. There was a point where, like, you know, they'll be like, "Nah, you're tweeting too much. Let me throw you in Twitter, Joe," innit?
No, and
is that what they do?
Bring that back.
So deep this, and what I'm saying is, if I have a point with anything I'm saying, it's probably more self-reflection for everybody that does it.
I'm with you.
Do you get me?
Like, but that's like in a world, in a social space, in a social hemisphere, like where there's like the opportunity to express yourself, people are gonna do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's very idealistic, like cost? To say to like, like, be married to what you care about.
How is that idealistic? That's like saying be married to your wife, bro. What the fuck?
No, like on Twitter, it's just impossible for someone to just have, like, just to care about that one thing when there's so many different things going on.
Did this guy not tell you he's going to interrupt them? He don't care about marriages, bro. No. he told you he was going to come down the hall and steal people's wives, bro.
No, it's like, because in the end of the day, it's like I said, it's social commentary, but you're going to have your stance as a person. Do you see what I'm saying?
You would hope, but remember, there's hella shaky warriors out here.
And that's fine.
Hella shaky warriors.
All I'm saying is, if God forbid you die and you're not married to whatever you believe in, and that is why we start revoking your R.I.P. when you're dead.
Because we're like, this you when you're dead. But I think what you're saying like to the marriage, but what if the marriage is abusive? And I think in this, like, conversation we're having, both points I think hold weight. But the reason I was trying to, and apologies for like interrupt you because I didn't want to pull you off from your train of thought and that. But the reason I was trying to jump in, I was like, one, the marriage could be abusive just because we've had these vows. That's why people get divorced. It's like we don't, just because this thing that we believed in when we first started out was meant to ride off into the sunset. As life panned out, it didn't pan out that way. And life isn't that rigid where I just have to stick by this thing because it's a marriage or these, like, your ideals can change, your politics can change, your stance can change. You can take on new information. Also, your experiences can taint you. So some of the people online are damaged. That's what it is, bro. A lot of the reason why the issues were like inter-community issues I'm speaking to, it's from people are damaged. Their experiences have fucked them up. Like, we've all been through things. Like, how many times we have, like, especially over the last couple of years, trying to have more conversation in regards to, like, sexual assault and rape culture and stuff. How many domestic violence? How many of us in this room can attest to, like, oh yeah, I think I'm pretty normal. The men around me are cool. Speak to all the women in your life and that. your bona fide brethren. What happened to you? That's your brethren, you know. And you start, and then suddenly now, these men are really mad, you know.
All right, cool. But so with that example, we could be talking about, let's say someone we know, or God forbid, like a woman that's been through something, and we're not happy about that. You see what I'm saying? And she passes away, and we're like, brother, sad that happened, and then we found out that she done something mad. Do we not care about what she went through anymore?
No, we still care.
But do we though? Because according to everything, it's
okay,
like,
give me an example. What would? So let's say the mad thing. So the mad thing happened to her. Sexual assault or domestic violence. What could she have done for me to not care about that anymore?
I don't know, but this is the world that it seems to be, and that's what I'm trying to somewhat combat in what I'm speaking about.
I think it's like in that scenario, like you're a lot more closer to the situation versus like, you know, a celebrity.
Yeah.
So then people don't care about what's going on; they care about the proximity.
That's true. Because okay, cool. So like, see, last week we were talking about the CREP thing, and I've seen a lot of commentary like over the last like week or so. Not to exhaust that topic, just with people speaking about why are people like so quick to talk about this? But if it was anybody else, we talk about celebrities only because the person is in the UK, closer to us. And for some of the people that are having those conversations, they might go to a party or they might be able to get that person on their podcast. They're within reach, innit? So proximity is what you're talking about. We speak about Will Smith. Like, one could argue some of the reason why he slapped Chris Rock is because of the type of commentary people like us were having, whether that was on a podcast, on social media. It all contributed to the anger and him being upset. But it's because he's so far away. It's like that wouldn't even affect him or touch him. You see what I'm saying? So proximity, there's truth to that, innit?
And you know, like it may sound dramatic, but everyone has their own different purpose online. Do you know what I'm saying? Or you know what they do online or how they interact online. Me, I'm on there to tweet music, football, you know,
cheeks. No.
Find the funnies in like find the funnies in certain like you know, viral moments, like, you know, even like the Will Smith slap, that whole thing, that was like, I was just retweeting the funny memes, the jokes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just there to laugh, catch some vibes, get a little piece of information, because you can learn a few things from the timeline. It's a timeline of different minds, isn't it? At the end of the day, isn't it? So but like, that's about it. There's certain people that are there to like really combat issues and things like that, like and tweet about, you know, things that are going on in the world, like, which they can do, innit? We need people like that online, innit? But, you know, you then have people that have such a strong stance that in an event that what we're talking about, you know, they find out certain things about, you know, what they've done, and they have a strong stance against that, and they're already outspoken online. They're going to speak on it and say, you know what, I'm taking back the R.I.P. I don't fuck with this.
But to me, that tells me that they don't have a strong stance, to be honest. Because that for me, that just means that another piece of information come out and they're like, do you know what? Actually, I'm going to give it back.
No, brother, because you know what it is.
There's things that you shouldn't be able to just jump back and forth. I know,
because like usually, or how we're taught when we hear of death, you immediately should have compassion.
You don't speak ill of the dead.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's all of these sayings.
It's all, but there's terms and conditions. Everything is up for like review in the social media age.
It's up to the individual.
Everything's up for review. I think that's where we're at, innit? I don't know if we keep going forward in this direction, it's going to be good for us, but that's the kind of space we're in. And I think also your default setting is coming from someone that's like, you're not tied to social media in a certain way like other people are, and especially the example we're talking about, which is Twitter. You know, so I think that's also maybe part of the reason why you're so strong in what you're saying, and I do like that, and I do respect that, because it's like, yeah, we need to remember, like, go and touch some grass. Like, outside is still outside, isn't it? Because God forbid, it happens. It happens to you or someone you love.
Absolutely,
I would feel away if like someone I really rocked with, and like I maybe, because I don't know what the mind state of my man was in when he tweeted. He might have just done what a lot of people were doing in the early 2010s, is where there was the just tweet reckless things because that was the mood online. Now, some of that is sneaky behaviour because you're just doing a follow the crowd thing. We have to address that. Some man who had like colorist tweets or negative tweets about black women definitely have things wrong with them and thought that in real life and acted that way in real life, innit? So that also needs to be addressed. But some people have grown, innit? And do we allow people to grow and to evolve? But at the same time, in the same breath, it's like, I'm not the directly affected group. so I can't be the person to say, draw the line in the sand.
Yeah.
Because a white person couldn't tell me, I'll get over it.
I got a question.
Get over this punch, bro.
If Chris Brown died tomorrow, would you man say R.I.P?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what we say, yeah, but he punched up Rihanna though.
Rihanna got back with him.
So
I've got rebuttal for that one, innit?
yeah,
You
but,
just need something different.
what kind of rebuttal is that? Let's be serious.
Nah,
It's a rebuttal. It's a rebuttal.
Nah, for me, it's still R.I.P.
It's R.I.P.
So
Still R.I.P.
H, he came out of WizKid. All these people jumped up and down, bro.
okay, no,
So
but
what you're saying about being tied to what you really believe in and that, if you truly, if it was still that for what it was for you, the ground wouldn't have shook the way it shook.
no, but that's what I'm saying on an individual level. Because then, what does it really mean then? Do you get me? Like, it just like I said, it perplexes me, innit? Or I just
Can two things be true? It's like R.I.P. comes, but we still can have the article of the star that maybe never made it, or
because he's
the star was tainted because of this thing that happened.
No, but
it can just be that?
Right, because in that example, if we're talking about the brother that's been murdered by his partner or whatever it is, he just tweeted stuff. Yeah, this brother's actually physically done something.
Bro, it's still R.I.P. Bro. No one deserves to die like that, bro.
Also,
because man dances.
No, but H also, we have to be honest as people. He's got bangers. We're trash, bro. He did a backflip to March Madness. Like when you have classic material,
bro.
No, it's not space bar. When no, H, this is how we ask people, bro. If you've like had an impact on life, you've like classic material or made us feel good. We joked last week about like, they're called Lucky Day Deadbeat, but that might have been what we needed to make the album. Bro, we're not tired of these things like that when it comes to people that we revere, innit? Because maybe if my man wants to get more sympathy, he should release his unreleased material from the studio. The guy that passed away. Insensitive joke, but that's where we're at as people. Because you asked about, would Chris Brown get an R.I.P? You bring him up because he's Chris Brown. Because human life is human life. People die every day. Everybody should get R.I.Ps. Because I can go another place with this conversation where we've had people in like our UK music scene who've been involved in violent incidents and passed away and that, and they get the R.I.P. But the week before you was the catalyst of this stuff and that.
And that just brings me to my same point: is that care about what you care about and stop pretending. That's what my thing is, isn't it?
You want consistency.
You get me? I just want real, bro.
Yeah,
I don't care if you just be real, man.
I, as jarring as it is, where people are like, can be opposing, like when it comes to someone dying, like because there's always that group of people where like everyone is, sending out their condolences, tweeting RIPs, and then there's gonna be like, that small section that are like, why are you lot going on like, or why are you lot going on like you lot listen to that person's music anyway? Like you don't. I
saw like when Nipsey died, like, you guys won't listen to him like that.
Like, bro,
people just be negative online. So that's it is a nasty place at times, isn't it? So I think that also culminates the conversation we're having. People can just be pricks online.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't care about whether I said RIP. I don't care if you don't say RIP in it.
That's simple, isn't it? Yeah.
Like,
do you know what's so funny? When I brought this topic up, you lot was looking at me like, what the hell is Fols talking about revoking R.I.P? So somehow, some way, I think we've had a decent conversation, innit?
No, I hear it, bro. It's just that it sounded mad to me. Like, because how can you revoke something like that? I wouldn't say R.I.P. on the side. Bro. Do you get me? But like I said, that's me thinking how I think. I'm not everybody.
Your politics and their politics, man, not aligned.
No, 100%.
That's a simple way of going. We're never going to agree.
Yeah, no.
But I like it though, because
R.I.P. June Brown.
Yeah, R.I.P. June Brown. R.I.P. to my man as well. I hope they get justice, innit? Because I saw like a video of like the girl out at a bar like a couple days later and stuff. Like, it's just brazy, innit? So it's a very weird case, innit? So for the people that have been paying attention to, so yeah, I hope they get justice, and is what it is, innit? So
yes, all of the above.
Yeah, you with us here?
Yeah,
you just letting men having good discourse.
Yeah, I'm staying out of men's business.
Wow,
hear that?
This is everyone's business. It's online. It's for the record.
Thanks, H.
You're welcome.
Hear it.
Big facts, no? Oh man.
So.
Yeah.
Woo.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Them Lakers.
Do you know, bro? Do you know what? Yeah, like I felt old this week. Yeah, where I see the pictures of Brooklyn Beckham getting married. I was like, what?
That's a good looking family.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that, but I hear you. Yeah.
I was like, raw, like
already. Baby of yesterday.
Everyone grows up, bro. Everyone got a birthday, bro.
Everyone does grow up. Everyone does grow up.
How old's Donny?
I don't know. He's got to be in his early 20s or something.
Early 20s.
Jesus Christ. You getting married?
But his wife.
All that money, all that access.
No, that's what he's doing it for. His wife's dad's a billionaire.
Okay. To be fair, I hear it as well, because my man...
it's a money move, innit?
What's my man that dates Cuppy's little sister? Mr. Easy. He proposed. Yeah. Lock that one down, bro.
Yeah, I see the man them championing that.
Yeah. Obviously, this is Africa's only live. Yeah, I talk about the Beckhams. I'm talking about Mr. Easy.
Get out.
I see Bex flexing with his sons, man. That was dope.
That's cool. What's is it the last one? There's one that looks mad like Victoria. Like she looks mad like he looks mad like the mum.
What's the first one called? Brooklyn. Romeo Cruz. I think it's Romeo.
Romeo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Justin Bieber one.
Yeah.
What's the Justin Bieber one?
Walking around looking like Justin Bieber.
So his wife's the daughter of a billionaire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Securing that berg.
Fair play.
And you have men online who are just ready to be homosexuals talking about, I need to marry up. Go and look job.
Wait. Why can't the man them aim high?
Because times have changed.
Yeah,
Death
women
to
have
patriarchy.
It too. Yeah.
Times have changed.
Women have it too now.
No,
burn the boxer. We're done.
Did you say?
Stay at home husband.
Burn the boxer.
Yeah, burn the boxer.
Yeah.
Burn the boxer.
Yeah, burn the boxer.
Get out of here.
You guys burn the bras.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
In 2022, I'm burning the Calvins.
I want to be at home every day watching Gogglebox.
Come on. Imagine.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know how lit that is?
Imagine
what a life.
But
just chilling watching Loose Women.
With my little decanter on the side.
Come on.
You can't be in like a negative net worth talking about I want to marry up. You need to
negative net worth.
Yeah.
Are you trying to infer that they may be broke?
No, what I'm saying is
the way women broke shame is cold, bro.
Yeah, it's very cold-blooded.
So these are the same. It's not even broke. It is broke shame.
I'm glad we found a topic you're passionate about.
Go
off, sis.
Don't trust me. Marrying up is not the issue here.
Okay.
It's people feeling like marrying up means that it's okay for you to have zero.
Okay.
So what, does that work both ways?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I didn't want to lean to the misogyny bag because,
No, definitely.
I'm leaning to the balance bag, bro.
Okay, H. No, yeah, both ways.
What H said, are you preaching this gospel to the women's as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't be a broke babe.
What if you're buff though? History would show that if you're buff enough, anything is possible.
That's the asterisk in the terms.
Yeah, that's the terms and conditions. Everything's up for review.
But is that balance that people want?
How do you mean?
Would you want that balance, like as in that expectation of, like, as a man, obviously it's the money thing.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? As a woman, that idea isn't so much pushed upon them. But as I'm asking Chrissy now, is it the same both ways? And you're saying yeah, but would you want it to be the same both ways like that? Because I don't think it really is. But
women don't want that, man. Because my women that's online that talk about I wouldn't want I wouldn't want to out earn my man and stuff.
Would you want a man to look at you for your financials? Do you see what I'm saying? The way that
I'm not keeping a man.
No, but would you want a man to look at you like the same way that we look at you guys in that respect about financials? Do you understand?
Oh, yeah, and that's fair enough because you can't be expecting the world and then you have nothing to offer. Whether you're male or female. I think you just need to bring something to the table.
I mean, these things are just like cheeky things said online because we know they're never going to happen. That role reversal. Because obviously in this situation, this Donny is still this, like, his mum and dad are like Victoria and David Beckham.
Exactly.
He's, like, this kind of his level on that. And just because she is the daughter of a billionaire doesn't mean Donny's not still waiting for like his male heir. He might still be trying to breed and get himself a man. I don't know the girl's dad, innit? So I don't know if she's got if she's the only child, if she's got siblings and that. Like let's say for the story, he just got loads of girls. He might be still trying to find a male heir and that. So it's like, yeah, you go over there and become a Beckham and that. You know, you're never gonna get these billions. So
well,
you know, yeah, it's funny. So man, ASAP Rocky done his thing and that. When that topic will come out, people talk about like he's a scrub. My man's a millionaire, successful artist and that. He's not a scrub in it. It's just that like Rihanna's done
He's
very,
been sounding
very
good
Yeah.
in certain recently as well.
Say again?
He's been sounding good in certain rhythms.
That song with Nas, isn't it?
The man is rested. What's he got to worry about in his life?
Yeah. You got to enjoy
I think
it.
he jumped on something else that just dropped recently as well. Can't remember right now, but yeah, he did well on there as well.
Yeah, someone in that relationship's got to release music, so go out there and drop some bars, bro, because you lot are never getting that Rihanna album, bro.
No, she was
This is the
speaking
Rihanna
about
album.
it in her latest Vogue interview. She was talking about her next project. She gave nothing away as to when like she's going to
Did
release
she
it.
say Auntie was her best album?
She did, yeah.
Yeah, I saw she said that, yeah. How do you lot feel about that?
I would agree.
You would agree?
Yeah. It might not be my favorite, but it was definitely the best one.
Commercially.
Yeah, just throughout, just like the hits, like just like even her hits, yeah, that are commercial were good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like good enough, like to just have like there was album cuts that were good enough to be a single as well.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, that was a strong project from her still.
Yeah. Just looking there, boy. That song, which is a consideration, I love that song as well.
Yeah, and she had that's like the work Rihanna.
Yeah.
She had Babes in a Chokehold. That carnival that year. They all had that string vest dress.
Imagine if we knew then what we knew now, we would have savored that moment more, bro. Because we've not been outside of the road.
What summer was that? Summer 8, summer 17, summer 18.
I believe so. 17, 18.
Summer 18 was lit.
18.
Yeah.
Lovely.
We need to enjoy. We all got to be out. We all like carnival this year.
Oh my god.
I was just double checking. I'm sorry, I forgot who I was talking to. I apologise. Don't all hit me. Because H looked at me like, nigga, this might be your last time in here.
Yeah, asking.
Don't you ever ask me this again? The mayor of Grove. Come on, we outside.
You know what?
Of
Yeah, it's
Grove.
gonna be. I think it's gonna be like nuts.
I hope
Like
it's not
after
raining.
such a hiatus, yeah. Listen, even in the rain,
No,
people.
The
are
rain
gonna
might
be
make
out
it. I was in the rain the year we was doing the was it the ice bucket challenge? You remember that challenge?
there.
Yeah, that carnival was lit for me. I had an amazing time. Now I was ill for 2 days after.
I was dancing
But
in the
I'd do
rain
it
like a
again.
step up.
You.
I was in the hip hop tutorial.
Sliding across the rain like
Come on.
Jason
I can
Derulo.
never. My
my
immune
days.
system is just vibes. So that would be the death of me.
Listen,
In
you
the
know,
rain.
it's like, bro, you got to speak like positivity into your life, innit? Because
Nah,
last week I was talking about being on the ropes, yeah. Bro, I left here, yeah. I took a cab home and I was I felt like I was fighting like principalities and powers
I knew you were gonna
when
say
I was
that.
in the cab going home, yeah. I was like, bro, this guy can't, if bro, I'll drive this car myself and get me home because where you're driving, I need to be home like 5 minutes ago.
I'm telling you.
Got
Yeah,
in.
them ones.
Yeah, bro, I got, you know, you get in and like, I don't know what's like how it was for you guys when you had COVID, like had those body aches. I think, no, please, God, no. And then I sneeze and you're like, your back and your chest hurts at the same time. I was like, no, impossible.
That COVID had me out
So
like a light.
bro, I rubbed Aboniki everywhere.
Oh my
innit?
god,
Oh,
you're so annoying.
Bro, that can cure like anything.
Chris, that can cure world hunger. So I've gone to sleep here. You know, you sweat it out. So I woke up at like 4 in the morning, just in like a pool of sweat. Gone to the loo, had some more water, and then gone back to sleep. Work from home, and I still was feeling it, but like, bro, I was just on Deliveroo. I need a red pea soup. I need a chicken, bro. I was just souping it up, innit? I was speaking to Vans. I was like, I'm just trying to sweat this all out. I need to get it. You know, I need to get the devil off me.
Yeah.
I had to by fire by force get this thing off me. I was like,
Knocking on the door. Don't
took
let
the
the
COVID
devil
test.
in.
Luckily, I got the all clear in that. But I was like, yeah, you shouldn't have said that. You was on the ropes that way. You shouldn't have accepted it.
Remember a couple of weeks ago, I told I was ill, and I told you that night when I got in, I was out. I felt fine. I sneezed,
Yeah.
but like allergies. I was like, okay, here we go again. I got home that night, and I was like, yeah, this is it. I was proper thinking that. Remember I told you I was. This
See
is
that
me.
first
This is the end
sneeze
of
is
my
the red
story.
flags, the warning.
I was at the point where I was like, and I said this to Fols as well. I was laying there thinking, rah, someone's gonna find my phone, and they're gonna like give it to my mum. It's a wrap.
Wow.
My media.
Crazy.
God.
Hey, what?
You're not seeing your girlfriend, you know. Remember you're talking to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She thinks she's at a drinks.
You're
The
so
girls.
silly. Look, I'm homies.
You
But
know,
then no, I also said this to H, and he gave me a wonderful piece of wisdom. He said that he has someone, like, in the case of...
I said
like,
you should have somebody, before you start talking about what I'm doing,
Oh,
Wow.
to take care of your business, worst case scenario.
Oh, that one friend that's got like
You get me?
the access.
Yeah. All the passwords, all the
factory research.
yeah.
Away.
Just have that
Yeah.
there.
So I've done that now.
Oh, you made that cool, yeah? I love that.
30.
What have we done, man? Can you never know. But we're speaking positivity.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy, they're healthy.
Yeah, man.
We're all taking our Puritan, we're taking our multivitamin tablets,
Daily.
we're taking our iron tablets.
Hay fever ain't got nothing on me.
I'm playing, but
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah?
Do you know what?
Yeah?
Let me not.
No.
Nah, do you know what? Let me not say.
You said what
let
you
me not-
said.
let me-
You said what you
So
said.
how are you man getting punched up by flowers? That's what he said.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then what happened to you?
Do you know what? Yeah, but
They
it was only
rushed
for
you
one
up.
day.
Yeah? Cool.
It's only for one day.
Well,
I
humbled
slandered
you.
hay fever, and like I just felt like I had it for this one day, and it was awful. And you, man, have to go through it for the entire season. Peak.
It's not even seasonal. I was definitely buying Claritin in December.
Yeah, nah, but your thing is nuts.
Okay.
Pew pew. Friendly fire.
Right, raw. I had to go to the hospital once because I had such a bad allergic reaction,
Yeah.
and they just said to me that I just had to take one every day.
Damn.
They were like, "There's nothing we can really do for you. Just good luck."
Yeah, you just got hit bad by it.
I just take one every day.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
after I felt the other day, I was in Holland and Barrett balling out, boy.
You got a loyalty card.
No, not yet. No. Baby steps. It took me a while to get a Tesco club card. Let's go one at a time.
Oh my
bro.
gosh.
I've definitely got my Holland and Barrett rewards card.
Mum just on to me. I went and got some bits and that, so I'm feeling the benefit, you know.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm flying at the minute, you know. Just gonna keep speaking positivity to my
Yes,
life because
yes.
that's what we need, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's imperative, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Happy, healthy,
Yeah, that's
feeling
what
strong.
Yeah, feeling good, man. Meet me at the bar right now, innit? We're in the dance right now, man.
Oh,
Don't meet me at the bar.
speaking of strength, how many times
Yawn.
have you guys been to the gym in the last 7 days?
Somebody that was in their bed.
Okay, fair.
4.
Okay, H.
3.
Good job, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Can we ask you how many times you? I leave that to Emma. You're not allowed to ask a lady how often they go to the gym.
Yeah,
Try
it's
me.
a new rule apparently.
Etiquette
Yeah,
and stuff.
no.
You know?
wanna
Yeah.
test me?
We obey etiquette over here.
Yeah.
Come on, we obey the law of the land and stuff.
Okay.
Speaking of etiquette, yeah. Have you guys ever fallen out like with your lady, baby mother, or your situation, and things are so tense to the point you thought, you know what, I'm gonna hit the booth and hit it with 96 bars of revenge. Have you ever got to that point?
No.
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 I see where you're getting at.
Because we like that to me is brazy. You tell me, please tell me you've seen the video.
I haven't seen it.
Dizzee Rascal made a diss track to his baby mother.
Oh,
Over the
Why?
Hail Mary beat.
Hail Mary.
Are you lying?
Over the Hail Mary
Hey,
beat.
play it.
Like, I can't believe it. It's so embarrassing that, like, I don't even want to.
You don't even want to like endorse the behavior of that.
No, run it.
Horny.
Yeah, no, for context for H, because he
Yeah,
gets heard in it.
absolutely. Yeah,
That's the last thing I thought I was going
did
to hear.
she
So.
suck his dad's dick or something?
Sorry?
Jesus.
Like,
How did we
what
get
could,
there?
what could it be?
I
Like,
think that's a
what,
Biggie's bar or something.
You look so good, I suck your daddy dick.
oh my god. Okay, just play the track, please.
That's a Biggie bar, bro. And they talk about how all these young rappers are weird and stuff. That's a crazy bar to have, bro.
Crazy bar.
Do you know how good? Like, I don't know if I've met a babes that ever looked that good.
Whoa, wow. Whoa.
Whoa. I say, why?
Can we rein it in? Thank you.
Already in?
Thank you.
Pod humor?
Yeah.
No?
No.
Okay. Ooh, slow down.
You need to
Play this
tell your
and we'll
friends
get
like-
into the seriousness.
He doesn't have our time today.
Yeah, man.
Trying to keep it baller, trying to keep my head above water. I got beef with someone's daughter. She gave birth to my son and my daughter. That's my BM. Drama AM to PM. No peace, no carpe diem. Now it's affecting my per diem. Spending all my P on lawyers cause I wanna see my pitneys. Are you shitting me? How the fuck did they convict me? Swear the judge is moving shit. Plus I never press no charge. She gave birth to my
So he had a court case, innit? And he's been found guilty. They gave him a community order and stuff. He got like a restraining order from her as
Is
well.
her name Mary, or did he just pick that beat for unrelated reasons?
I think it's for unrelated reasons. Innit?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, he got accused of like headbutting her and stuff, and he's been found guilty for whatever they accuse him of, and He's not going to jail, but he's got like a restraining order, community order and stuff. He's had like angry back and forth to like the press outside the court and asked him like, you don't know what happened.
The day he got found guilty, he left the court. He grabbed the photographer's camera and dashed it across the road.
I saw that.
And I was like, brother, if you're trying to like bust case of like an aggressive thing, this ain't helping you.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that this ain't helping your case if you leave court and you dash a man's camera and that. It was very brazy.
Like, you're not even thinking about how you're coming across after the accusations or the allegations in court. So then you come out and you display like your aggressive side, like when you're annoyed or distressed. So what about behind closed doors?
So her name's Cassandra, so it wasn't Mary, just to confirm.
Okay.
So it says, where is it? Real name Dylan Mills. Dizzee Rascal was found guilty on Monday of assaulting Miss Jones by pressing his forehead against hers and pushing her to the ground during a chaotic row at a residential property in Streatham, South London in June 2021. Following a conviction, Mills, 37, smashed the photographer's camera outside the court. Here's the photo of the smashed camera. Miss Jones, speaking after the verdict, said it brought her no joy, but did help her to look back on what I'd experienced and have it recognised by the courts as assault. She continued, Dylan and I were together for a long time and I loved him very much. He's the father of our 2 children. I hope I can now move on with my life. So yeah, I think it's the wording of it seems. Obviously, it was like headbutt. The wording makes it seem softer by saying he presses forward against her. So I think he's basically got off on a technicality if that's true to what happened in it. So, but it was just like,
if he passes away, do we revoke his R.I.P?
There'll be people that revoke his R.I.P. Absolutely. People that have survivors of domestic violence.
They had prior knowledge, so like, you know, they've got
an informed decision to make.
You know, before even saying R.I.P.
Okay.
If you're a survivor of DV, I wouldn't even be mad if you said F him on the way out. I don't think that should come as a shock.
Yeah.
I just need to know the rules, innit?
There are no rules here, bro.
No, clearly are.
There's no like Magna Carta. There's no like codified behavior online, innit? I feel like I've taken H's complete image of social media now. If he was ever going to get back on Twitter, you're not going to do it this year. Like, it's done, innit? So, yeah, I don't even want to like make light of the situation, but it was just mad for me to see that, innit? That was where you went to straight after, and it's still on his gram now, innit? Like,
it's on his YouTube channel right now. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? 8,000 views. No one's listening to this dog shit, bro.
Yeah.
So
and it's not even a banger as well,
bro. Like, at least flow good, bro. What is this? Like, knock it off.
Yeah.
What did he say in it?
He basically like, you know, like, okay, let's say
daughter.
Chill out. Like, a lot of men in the court system go through stuff. Like, stuff happens in relationships and that. So he was kind of leaning into that, innit? Like, obviously my kids kind of will know the truth and that. I'm one of the most hardworking fathers out there, that kind of stuff, innit? So, just basically saying there was a fallout, innit? She's kind of out to get him kind of vibes, innit? So, only those 2 people know what truly happened in that moment. But the courts find him guilty, innit? And I don't think if he was celeb with obviously money, access, power, and probably high-powered lawyers, that he'd be getting the community service and the community all the stuff he'd be getting with the restraint and that and the tag and stuff for 6 months. I'm sure he would turn around and say, this is gonna like affect his ability to feed his kids if I've got like curfew for 6 months and stuff, innit? So it's sad across the board, innit?
These are the dons that only think it takes money to raise a child. Because you can't think you're a good father after doing all of this bullshit.
Your kids are gonna see this.
Yeah. Very true.
Do you know what I'm saying? Number one, been violent or aggressive towards our mum, and then unfortunately it goes to court. But if it does go to court, I'm under the belief that it was her breaking point. He's probably been like, you know, he's probably made her environment uncomfortable for quite a long time before it got to that.
He said in the that she also put hands on him as well. That's a lot of man's go to, you know.
You know, I don't know the situation, but I'm just assuming here. So this is just me. No one else's POV. This is mine. And now it's been ruled against you and you go to the studio to record a diss track. Shouldn't even mention us. Don't mention me.
I can't get over the fact that it's the Hail Mary beat. I don't know what.
Yeah, why? Like, okay, I don't know if I have an idea of what he should have picked.
And in the
but I
video,
wasn't
he's
expecting
walking
that.
around in the fucking garden, bro.
Oh, he's on the video.
It's his garden. He's just walking around his back
He's
garden.
walking around in his back garden.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. It's just all. I just like, what's
Bro,
going
imagine
on here?
like your boy calls you and you're like, yeah, bro, bring the camera in there. I want to this my baby.
No, but he doesn't even say that. And the beat starts playing. You're like, okay, we're doing old school. All right. And then the beat starts dropping in, and then you hear the bars. So wait, you're talking about? That's my friend. Because at this point, I don't even like your lady's my brethren. Like, what's going on?
Do you know what? I will say this, yeah. I understand the aspect of venting creatively
because that's his outlet. Because
that makes sense.
Because outside the court, he didn't communicate well when he smashed the camera. He 1 second, I know you're gonna jump to. He also had the incident where he's talking to a reporter, so he's not been able to articulate himself. Where the one space we know Dizzee Rascal for communicating is music. Now, would I advise it? No. A bit of me is also
keep that shit in the archive.
Isn't shots.
That's what I was gonna say next. I was gonna say
event, but
bro, there's loads of artists that just have archive music.
There was no need to release it.
Yeah.
Or
they're never putting out. That's one of those, bro.
But one thing some people try and get in front of a story and they want to give their side because remember you got found guilty. So man's like, it was key to say like she put her hands on me as well. It's like to garner sympathy of mine or make it also to present it as like it wasn't a mad thing like that. Like she's done stuff to me and I didn't report it or I didn't speak out. That's what I took from it when man are doing.
Bro,
that.
You look at the comments under that YouTube video and all the incels are lapping it up. Oh, hard Dizzee. Oh yeah, you did the right thing, bro. Nah, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
I'll move you. The proof's in the pudding. It's 80,000 views.
Yeah.
Go on, Hitch. I want to hear this. We can debate.
I want to hear the song. I might hear the song.
We gave it for like 20 seconds.
I know. We have like, do you know what I mean? Like,
it was awful. It's a 1 minute song.
Because of YouTube, I didn't want to play the whole thing in it.
No, I get that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But it's on his gram now. It's a minute.
I think he shouldn't have released that.
But you're saying you're not okay. Don't say you're not surprised that an artist would go and do what an artist does.
That's literally what people do all the time. It's just that 99% of the time, if there's not a case, we just take it as another verse in a song. Do you get me? Like it's just that because this is a high profile case or a case or recent case.
Joe Budden was very famous about that, but putting all these life and pain in his lyrics.
He's very much another individual. Do you know what I mean? So it's not outlandish by any means, but I see the timing and the beat choice is what's making it seem so mad. Because I can't get over the fact that
you picked Hail Mary. Do you know how much disdain you have to have in your heart to pick that?
But he said it himself. This is a direct diss.
Is that what he says?
He was very clear where he was at,
bro. Like in like someone like a Joe Budden or like any other rapper that's been expressive in their personal lives, and their relationships. It's always kind of been like, explained in a way where like
not at 140 BPM.
Yeah, like it's just more flowy. Like it's more like a story. This is just a Donny that just talks fast with a high pitched voice, yapping at me, bro. I'm not taking anything in.
Yeah.
But
what did he actually say? Anything like of substantial? Like
he's beefing somebody's daughter.
Yeah.
Who's given birth to his son and his daughter.
Yeah.
Daughter with daughter.
Yeah, and she allegedly, according to him, put hands on him. So those are the key takeaways. And I'm in my back garden. And I'm one of the most hardworking fathers out there.
You're just talking for talking's sake.
I think you're hardworking, all right. You went straight in the booth.
It's not a funny scenario, but it is at the same time. Because there's so many beats he could have picked.
Yeah.
Because that's a hard tune to outdo as well. Do you know what I mean?
But he hasn't aged well as far as like a bars man.
Bro, Tupac Shakur, bro.
Yeah, don't ruin the legacy.
What beat would you man have used?
Don't do that. I would never be in that situation. God forbid.
Wonderful.
Stuff for Allah. What? in the month of Ramadan. You want to do this to me?
Fling on that back to back.
Hey, yo.
I'm just saying, like, bro.
And I'm the only one here that hasn't got kids. You lot should be answering this.
For Pod's sake.
For pod humor.
Sake,
For people that have
You have
kids.
to figure if you're in this situation, like, what?
Haha.
That's
You
why
get
I
me?
fucked your bitch. Nah.
Take money. Bro, that TikTok will go down, in history, bro.
Brother.
Well, what the backing singers must have thought when Tupac started popping off.
It's just like, oh,
Ain't one of you
Should
niggas
we-
got sick or so or something? I
They're
said,
like,
ah.
should we keep singing?
Yeah. Join Enterprise. What's this?
I'm not gonna lie. I would have used Mob Deep short ones.
We'll start
Yeah.
slewing our pops and that.
This. No, I'm just saying the beat choice.
Yeah.
Innit?
Yeah, them grimy New York beats.
Get me?
Yeah.
Slow
I don't
blow.
actually
Let
Yeah,
them know what I'm on.
Does this is this under review then? Are we is this under the cancel list? Do we not listen to the music now? When we know
I don't live in that space. I don't know what that means.
no, this
man.
is brawl for the room, innit?
Mm.
So
I
you won't listen to him anyway. So
I knew he's gonna be like, bro.
like, if a Dizzee song comes on, I'm not gonna be like, turn it off.
But you're not running to it either.
I mean,
He's just a rascal. I know the words.
Maybe he's telling us who he is from the get go.
it's true. When people show you who they are,
Bro.
believe them.
I might have to start getting live.
Because like when I was going home last week, relax.
Guaranteed the feds weren't turned up. Well, they did this time.
And last week we was going home, and I was talking about saying that look, they've actually got crept in a room and that, and he's having to explain himself and stuff. What was killing me was that it's like a response room, innit, and the spaces, and obviously the girls are getting at like the whole situation, and one girl was like, even like the lyric from I think when Don't Waste Me, is it Don't Waste Me? Like, if she ain't fucking, she got to go. So when you break it down and that's problematic. Cause like everything's under review, bro. Like creative license, but be careful what you say on these lyrics.
Come on, man, that's a banger. What are you talking about?
bruv.
All the babes sing
You're
that
part
line
of the
as well.
problem.
But then that could also lead into entitlement and that. What do you mean? Is she?
It's a hook, bro.
But if she's here for what? She only here for that you got to kick her out.
Man said if you break it down,
Yeah,
Them man live a certain lifestyle, innit?
yeah.
That's them.
Fans basically say, don't
And
mix
now-
me and them.
Yeah. and he's grown, you know, he's got a beautiful daughter and that. You
Yeah.
know. Sensational BM.
It was just funny to see just like that he was in there, but at the same time we was talking earlier about proximity, innit?
Yeah.
This is still the UK. We're not at that. We're not America yet. It's not that where like a man might be able to pull up on you virtually, where I can just jump in the room and the dynamic and stuff changed because a lot of people that were speaking with a lot of vim, they started talking. We're talking broadly about millionaires. No, the room's about me. So
yeah, no, you know what it is? I think I lean towards that. I think I want people to behave how they would behave.
and I would respect someone saying
Do
like
you know
straight,
what I
like,
mean?
no, I'm speaking about you. This is my opinion, and stand on it. You know. So
Like, just behave. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Hear it.
Everyone keep that energy in it.
Because like, arms reach, man.
Yeah. Speaking of keeping energy and stuff, the Oscars banned Will Smith for 10 years.
Just
So-
then.
Yeah, it's just a light 10. 10d6.
The states have banned me, like, definitely. So, what's 10 years?
Jesus. Vans will always find a way to make it
yeah.
about him.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Will Smith.
Yeah, it doesn't stop him from being nominated or even winning. It's just being at the ceremony and stuff.
Ah, okay.
When you don't,
So
when
you
you
just can't go.
when you read the actual article and not just the headline and stuff, I still think it's brazy regardless. But
Yeah, very brave.
at the same time, even like I said, I don't know how our listenership truly felt about how we dissected that whole the whole Slapgate thing. But if I was at a big gathering with my work colleagues and I slap someone on the main stage, that would be brazy.
Yeah.
And when you actually break it down like that, like a slap is not a big deal because where we're coming from. But like, if I was at like our annual meeting, whatever, and I boxed someone like on stage in front of like my CEO and that,
It's all over.
bro, I'm getting fired, bro.
Yeah.
When you think about it that way, innit? Like I am getting sacked, bro. It's just because it's entertainment world and it's a bit slightly different rules and stuff. But yeah, when you think about it, we're never gonna forget this thing, innit?
That's the
gonna-
world's loudest slap, bro.
It's gonna be a reference point for a long time going forward, innit? And I'm waiting to see how Chris Rock incorporates it in his stand-up or where he puts that, because you're gonna have to talk about this at some point, innit? So,
He said he's not talking about it unless he gets paid.
which means he's got a deal coming. So something's happening, innit? So, because he's on tour. The tour's called Ego Death, innit? And I think he's doing a joint tour as well with Kevin Hart. So that's already happening. Yeah, that's already happening. But I wouldn't surprise me if he's gonna like want a special in it, so that's gonna come
at some point. Netflix. So in that breath, what have we been watching recently?
Death of a Soccer Star, Netflix special. Senzo Maiwa, South Africa. Gripping viewing, absolute gripping viewing. So,
man sounded like Andy Gray just there, you know.
No, Vans, you need to watch it. If anyone's listening,
Martin Tyler, I'm gonna watch it now.
If anybody listening to this podcast,
man said this, absolutely gripping.
Murder of a Soccer Star, on Netflix. This Donny was the goalkeeper for South Africa. He was dating a pop star. He goes to his pop star girlfriend's mum's house, and he's in there with 7 other people, and it was an apparent robbery in inverted commas. He's the only person to be shot and killed.
Right.
So you start, they just do the trail of what really happened. Who's responsible? It's price. Yeah.
Is it like a 4-part or?
I think it's might be 5 or 6 parts. I watch it on a Sunday, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Once I was into, I was invested in it. So, and it's something that happened recently. Like, it put it this way: they go back to real footage of some of the suspects in court, and they've got masks. This is COVID time period. It's happened super recently, innit? So.
That recently.
Yeah, it happened recently. Yeah. So, yeah, Murder of a Soccer Star. That's what I've been watching recently. I don't want to do spoilers, so yeah, please go and watch it.
I've been watching Killing Eve.
Okay.
So they just released parts 7 and 8. So this is series 4.
Yeah.
They've just released episodes 7 and 8, and it's the finale. Not going to give any spoilers, but Sandra Oh acted her arse off in that. Fantastic. Catch it on BBC iPlayer.
I couldn't do it, man. I stopped watching my man.
Jimmy Savile?
No, Jesus Christ. Your crush. Supreme Milk.
Force.
Yeah, Power Force.
Supreme
A dad.
I stopped, man. I
dad.
Man. I couldn't do it, man. I tried. I'm sorry, 50. I stayed low, man. I tried.
Yeah.
That's the only one. No, but we've done well because that's the only one that hasn't really.
Because when Initial Power was done, people were like, I'm shocked for him to have all these different little sequels and spin-off shows and that, it's been dope to see. So
the Tariq one, I liked.
Yeah, that's good.
Kanan, the rise of Kanan.
Kanan. BMF.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next season of BMF.
Raising Kanan was cold.
Yeah, no, I was invested.
The
mum was doing that thing in there as well, the Raising Kanan. So.
Yeah, man. So, the thing is though, they said that Tommy's power broke records.
Tommy's power?
Really?
Which
Tommy in it.
It's called Force.
Force. That broke records on Stars out of all the spin-offs.
But first, like, were they just talking about how many people tuned into the first episode? Because I don't feel like that would be a fair reflection of.
Like over the full season, obviously not. But like as a debut, that was the highest viewing out of.
I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful to that. I just don't know if he can carry a show on his own that way, being a lead. Like, I just don't see it.
Doesn't seem that way. No.
Too much of Tommy, like, for me, isn't. I don't know if like I could take all of that. Maybe that's why I'm not really invested like
also,
that.
Also, maybe just because we're so used to seeing him standing next to someone, innit? So that might be part of the problem as well. So, and that's not his fault. That's just coming from the show you came from, innit?
Snowfall I haven't seen yet, but I've been seeing that it's been getting a lot of flack.
I don't think that's fair, man. I've been enjoying the last few episodes, innit? So, but I do want us to dissect it properly when you want, because I know you're waiting when it comes on the screens, innit? You don't want to watch it on like
man, hurry
websites,
up.
Innit? So, obviously it's changed because John Singleton's not alive anymore as well. So, I think that's maybe some of the reasons.
Yeah, but he rest in peace, John Singleton. By the way, he died. What, season 3, season 2?
I think season 3. Yeah, season 3. Because this season 5 we're on now. And I think season 4 and 5 they've been in themselves in it. So and I think Damson's been a bit more hands on as well with regards to what's been happening. So I've enjoyed this won't be a spoil. I've enjoyed the monologue stuff that he's been doing. So that's really worked. But because I want us to dissect it when you watch it.
Yeah,
I don't mind waiting until when you watch it and we can go back.
Yeah, man. It's there for the taking, in it. Like
I am with it. It is a struggle sometimes watching on these sites, bro. But just that I'm a cat, I can't wait. So
yeah, I'm bougie now.
No, I hear it, man.
I'm bougie now.
Your viewing pleasure.
I'm parting my coin in it, so I want quality viewing. But I restarted Atlanta.
Okay.
Obviously I'd watched season 1 when it first dropped. I loved it, but I couldn't get into season 2, so I decided, let me watch it again. It's only 25 minutes per episode. Can get through this pretty quickly. So I'm halfway through season 2, because obviously season 3 just dropped and I want to watch that. So I've been watching that on Disney Plus. I think it's dope, man. It's a funny show. I enjoyed it. I caught bits of a show on Netflix. I was with you, Chrissy, innit? Ultimatum.
Oh yeah.
Brazy show.
Very.
What's that about? I've seen people talking about this.
So the thing is like a bunch of young couples that go in there, and one has an ultimatum. Like I think the ultimatum is like to marry them. Is that the premise?
Yeah. Crazy.
Like you know when you're in a relationship and you know like that pressure comes of like, you know, when like you've been with someone for a while, but like obviously the metrics are obviously different in this one. These lot are like what, 23, 24.
Yeah,
like
they're so young.
This shouldn't be your ultimatum, bro. Like that's what the ultimatum is. So I think they get swapped.
Okay.
They couple swap for 3 weeks.
Yeah, so for 3 weeks, right, so what happens is the couples come in initially, everyone mingles, and in that time you get to sort of scope people out and decide who you want to couple up with for the 3 weeks.
Do you have to like confer with your partner to be like?
No, it's got nothing to do with them.
Oh, so it's a soul pick for you?
Yeah, so
if you pick this person, this means you truly fancy them.
Yes.
It's none of your babes is picking someone for you that she knows you never will date.
When they're doing the socialising bits, and like all of the couples, they're playing drinking games, so obviously someone's throwing the spanner in the works. So like, who would be your number one pick? I have never. All of that.
Who's your number one draft pick? That's crazy.
Just flat out, just bold face asking
Rookie
people.
of the year.
So then, on the like separation night or whatever, they choose who their fake fiance is going to be for those 3 weeks, and at the end of the 3 weeks, they have to decide. They get some more time with their original partner, but the fuckery is that. In the last dinner before they break up from their trial marriage, they all sit around a table and talk about their experience. So some of the guys are like, yeah, you know, it's been an amazing 3 weeks. She's taught me so much. I've learned so much about myself.
3 weeks? I mean, that's been loving you for 10 years?
But they're all saying this like when all of their partners are at the table. So when they go back in their original couples for 3 weeks now, of course, it's crazy because I've literally just heard you say this person has taught you so much about love and blah, 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 blah. Then they have to decide if they are going to get married or break up.
And they got to that decision by going to enjoy the company of someone else for 3 weeks.
But come and hear fuckery. All of the people that set the ultimatums are now crying tears. Like, I can't believe I did this. I've just let a good man go.
No, let's stay there, see? The grass isn't green on the other side, you see? It's telling me to stay where you are.
It was very bad. But
you dragged me to this place, and
so
now you made me fall in love with this woman.
That's basically what happens.
Yeah.
That's a stupid show, bro.
It's very dumb.
It's very dumb.
Very dumb.
But is it gripping viewing?
Mess. I love it.
Yeah.
I told you,
same
we're not
dons
above
that
certain
did same dons that done Love is Blind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He signs up for this shit, bro.
The weirdos, bro.
Yeah.
I told you, some people are ready to play in the pig pen. Oink, oink. They're ready, man.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. So
That's what everyone's talking about, but I've not watched that. But yeah, I'll give that.
It's just
some of my
nice
time.
Weekend viewing when you're just
When you got a bit extra time and stuff.
Yeah. Or when you're working.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's not serious TV.
I started the Punisher a couple years late, but I'm there now.
In your own time.
Better late than never.
It's cold. It's fucking cold.
Has anyone watched the new Marvel
Moon Knight?
That's
or
the one.
Morbius is that
Morbius.
I
I haven't seen it, but I just
heard it's dog shit.
is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us find out for ourselves. Thank you.
I'm gonna watch Moon Knight though.
Good. Would you recommend?
No, I'm going to watch it.
Okay.
After I can't do too many at once. I'm on Punisher right now.
Let the guy focus, my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frank Castle, the GOAT.
Yeah, go let the guy focus.
Would any of you not go on like a reality show?
Well, like the dating ones.
Pick one. Is there any one that you would?
I'll go on a Goggle Box.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Is that reality though?
It is.
It is.
Okay.
For watching people watch TV.
Oh my gosh, that would be so much
That's
fun.
so cold. Do you know what it is? Maybe not now, but growing up, I would have loved to go on a Big Brother.
Yeah.
How old would you have been though? What age? What age Fols would you want to be in front of
the world?
Hey, that's a good question. What age?
Now is a cheat because I'd know what not to say, how to tiptoe, how to approach certain awkward conversations. You know, for me, they're trying to see if I keep this energy. I'll throw a transgender in there again. They'll do everything. Like, make sure that I'm keeping the same energy in it. Are you an ally or not? But in my formative years, for TV viewing, throw me down like
ignorant Fols.
16, 17, brazy. All I knew was diamond push-ups.
Wait.
And G-Star Raw.
G-Star managed to finesse us with those factory-looking jeans.
Yeah.
Oh.
Throw me in at 17, I might have been the most hated man in Britain, or I might have been the good black. I don't know.
Wait, didn't you have to be like 21 or something?
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
we're rewriting the rules, bro. Like, it's not gonna happen.
I hear that.
Yeah, so what reality show would you guys do? So I would do Big Brother.
You do Big Brother at 16?
Okay, Gogglebox. What would you do, Chrissy?
Yeah, I'd say Gogglebox as well.
What UH?
I wouldn't do any, but I'd do.
If you would do one,
Big Brother at 23.
Why 23? What's so key about 23? Because you were still drinking then.
Do you know what though?
No, let him finish. No.
No. Let's go back. You go back. You go back. Nah, I was gonna take it somewhere else. I was gonna say I wouldn't mind doing a game show.
Like what kind of game show?
Deal or no deal. Trying to get a bit of money.
Reddies, bro.
Trying to get some bread.
Yeah. Instant bread.
What's that?
But like fun, like stuff, like Total Wipeout.
The ninja thing, ninja
Takeout.
Not is that the one?
Total
It's proper
Wipeout.
athletics and then
Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior. That's the one.
Yeah.
I do Ninja Warrior at 17.
You said
Nah,
your abs are crazy.
Mad.
Your core strength.
But the thing is that there's a lot of like, you know, family men in their 30s that are, or like even in their 40s that are doing it and they're killing it.
Yeah, but I'd do it then.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it then. Like, I'm not doing that.
Because them man have done a couple tough mudders. Like they've been to
Like
hell and
we
back.
need a story in it. Like when you're in the prompter bit, like we need a little story behind
Greg,
it.
42.
Like,
Dad of 2.
Yeah, like you know, we need a little bit of that. We can't just have like, you know, I'm just a guy like from Level Grove that's 17 years old. Okay, bro.
Nah, man, sports
Like-
day. Do you get me?
But how do you know you ain't got a story?
Start climbing then.
Would you
No,
guys?
he's about to start climbing.
Would any
I
of
know
you
man's
guys?
coming in with his Air Forces, got no grip. Where's your anti-climb shoe?
Okay, one more time. Would any of you guys do Tough Mudder?
Yeah, I actually thought about it.
Oh my gosh, should we do like off the cuff does Tough Mudder?
Yeah, he down.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
H?
As long as there's no mud.
Yeah.
As long as I don't get any mud in my locks, and I'm down.
Come on, bro, man. What the fuck? Get ready, bro. It's called Tough Mudder.
Wait, hold
What
on.
the hell, bro?
Someone that can't firm fucking Mr. World Premiere talking about bougie and that. If I don't want to get mud in my locks, these are my powers. No, don't respond. The black man's powers.
Don't say that you're gonna agree to do Tough Mudder as long as that's just like you saying, oh yeah, like I'm gonna go jam Juve, but don't get paint and fucking
Okay.
on me, bro.
All
I was going to say a
right.
story, but
That's different, bro.
I'm not going to do it.
Why is it different?
Mud and paint are different, bro. What's going on here? Chrissy, save me.
Yeah, we've committed, guys, so I'll organise
Yeah, we didn't Tough Mudder.
Next year, yeah.
this year.
What's the next one?
2020.
What does Tough Mudder that incorporate?
Everything.
That's broad.
It's an
Mad,
assault course.
Fucking
Out in the
20
wilderness.
mile run.
Yeah.
You gotta go like underneath logs into like the
Burpees,
swamp.
and you'll be like,
Fucking
you'll be
burpees,
under like,
assault courses.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
might have to win an Olympic medal during that course as well. Maybe a Champions League.
remember
a World
triathletes,
Cup.
like, you got to swim, you got to run, you got to fly.
What happens if you don't finish it?
Well,
It finishes you.
You failed.
Oh, is that? No
you get a medal
repercussions.
in
Yeah,
a
but you
t-shirt
pay
then.
in it. Like you pay to do this.
It's just like them like people that want to go to the marathon. It's just a challenge, you know. So yeah,
it's a challenge. Like people actually train like for this.
No, you have to
in the build up to it.
We're not going as we are now.
But there are two as well. It's not just one level. I'm pretty sure they have two. So they have
whichever one the white man does. That's the one I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You and your pride.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll organise. Exciting.
As Van said, next year, innit?
No, we're doing it this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Vans, you have to do Insanity. You have to go cold turkey.
Carnival's coming as well, so that's wonderful prep.
Yeah.
Then you just have to maintain between Carnival and.
I've been in the gym, bro. Don't let the jumper fool you.
Oh wow! Okay.
All right. You heard that right here. Buy tickets to the party. If you want to see these shoulders live in 4K, even if there aren't tickets, come and pay on the door. Vans will be on the door.
Foles, remind them that what is it on Thursday? What's the day?
So Thursday is the 14th of April. The next day is a bank holiday. It's Good Friday.
Yeah.
So
for everyone,
barring
they have
key
work
works
the
and
next day,
damn it, everybody's gonna be off the next day, innit?
Yeah.
And it's not even super late. If you never know,
and I'm coming around for bun and cheese.
Big facts.
Tell them.
Come on.
And don't forget the after party, but we'll tell you about that when you're there.
Yeah, when you come.